How's your week off to? It's good to see all of you. Let me actually go to the actual presentation. We'll get to this in a second, but we'll just wait for people to come in for just a little bit. How are things going? Hey, 245. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher that name. 245 Raw 70. Can I just call you 245? Hey, how's it going? Welcome on in the Camp Brownie. Hey, Taylor the Rat, Lord Fluffbottom. How are you all doing today? So what we're gonna do today is I made this presentation about streaming, and it's intended to not just be me. His brother's still trying to escape. Well, it sounds like you got it. So this presentation's not intended to be just me telling you things. I know a few things. I've been streaming for a year now. Others might know things that I don't. Others might not know anything. That's totally fine. If you ever want to ask questions or share anything about streaming, like, totally go for it. That's all good. That's all good. We're just gonna kind of discuss how the fundamentals of streaming, whether you're new to streaming or you have been doing this for a while. There might be something to learn here. What's a stream? Good question. We'll get to that. Oh, Full Viper, welcome. How are you doing today? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. And we're also going to go over the requirements for the first Camp Brownie merit badge, which is a thing that you can get if you're a... Well, okay, so anyone can do the assignment for the merit badge. The way I'm going to do it is if you're a sub and you complete the requirements, then I'll make like a personalized badge for you with like a little doodle as kind of a reward and be kind of like a special thing. But we're also going to kick off a stream review system where you can sign up to either review or get your stream reviewed. But if you get your stream reviewed, you also have to review. That's the way it's going to work. But we're gonna see how it goes. I think it's a good idea because a lot of people are looking for feedback on their streams. I think, at least I have this problem where I need like really direct feedback on my streams, and people always say like, well, you're doing fine, you're doing fine. Well, it's like, alright, that like, okay, maybe I'm doing fine, but what can I improve on? Like, how can I do better? No, you're doing fine, you're doing fine. And that can get frustrating, definitely. So, and I came up with a set of questions that should hopefully be conducive to getting that improvement. Yeah, we just need to make sure there's a good metric for... Well, I guess I won't give people their reviews unless they also give a review. Yeah, everyone just says it's good. Yeah, exactly. Feel like you can't improve. Hey, like I see they're lurking, trying to get in the control room. Yeah, exactly, Redo. You got this. I believe in you. You can take down their brother. Yeah, I haven't thought about that though. If someone like signs up for it and like doesn't do the review, but I think I can get it all under control. Frederick Fox, welcome. How are you doing today? So I'll go ahead and get into this a little bit. Streaming 101, a Camp Brownie presentation. Oh my god, we got a whale in here. Oh no, not again. Okay, so first of all, the first question is, what is a stream? Well, a stream is this thing you're watching now. He's out cold. That's good. See, just keep taking him down no matter what. Hey, it's a VB. How are you doing today? So what's a stream? It's a thing you're watching now. You know, people live stream many different things. It definitely wasn't first video games. Yes, you are in a stream right now. That's spooky. Glad to hear you're doing well, VB. Super spooky. You're in fact, you may be experiencing this thing knows a stream right now. But yeah, so live streaming actually is a relatively new thing. So Twitch started out as Justin TV, where I think it was just a single guy like trying to achieve stuff in his life, and or not achieve stuff, stream stuff in his life, and like it ended up being a platform for like a bunch of people. Community interaction, that's a good one. Reviews are easy to do. Yeah, well, we'll see how the system ends up going. We might have to modify it. Never having to edit again. Wait, what do you mean, Saber? What do you mean? Other security is taking back in the cell. Good, good. Glad to hear this whole situation's under control. Okay, so as far as the actual presentation, okay, so why? Oh, welcome, Diva. You're tired? Well, hopefully we can help you wake up over here. Okay, so I don't know about you all, but when I first heard of streaming, when I first started Twitch streaming, I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting, but like, why would I want to watch people play video games when I could just play a video game? So that was the question I had for a while, and it took me a while to fully get into it and be part of Twitch. Oh, never have to edit 9 hours of footage in 20 minutes. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Like, the other thing is, if you don't like video editing, this is the platform for you. Definitely. Showing off non-mainstream old games. That's a cool thing, too. Okay, so there are a lot of different reasons. Okay, so think about the reasons that you watch streams. There's a lot of different reasons. And feel free to shout out the reasons that you watch streams. If you see something that's not on here or you agree with something on here. I know one of the things I watched streams a lot was to just have background noise, especially when I was working, to get through it. To have some background noise. Trying to hide something in a cell. Oh, sneaky guy. Yeah, I can kind of be like, well, I need something more than just music to keep me occupied. Like, I want to hear someone talking. It helps to, like, work around people, I think. See my security camera. Nice, you got him. Yeah, funny people. Yeah, to be entertained, to laugh, to experience someone's reaction to something and emotions vicariously. So I don't know if any of you have ever watched like reaction videos on YouTube, but okay, some people hate these, definitely. Watching the socialize, all squeakies, and focus on tasks and meet lovely people. Those are all wonderful reasons, and also basically all the reasons I do them. Yeah, experience someone's reactions, emotions, and vicariously. So the reason I questioned like why I watch people like reacting to YouTube videos for a while, because it's like, wait, I'm just like seeing the same thing and like experiencing some of the same feelings that they do. But it's also something called the mirror gene, which is like empathy. And it's a way they did a study on like monkeys where if they like watch other monkeys eat bananas, like the same neurons are triggered as if like they were eating a banana. So that can definitely help. If you see someone like get really excited or hype about something, then you feel really excited and hype, and that helps for people like me that don't exactly like feel emotions all the time. Like my emotions are definitely a little dulled due to my mental state and like the medications I take, and to experience someone else like being so happy, like that can help me. I don't know about anyone else. In 15 minutes he's gonna have free. What? Wasn't he just knocked out? Also to form intimate connections with others. Hey, Similar Squid, welcome. How are you today? Yeah, exactly. Monkey see, monkey do. Saber Wolf got that right. Hey, Cage Wolf, welcome. How are you today? To form intimate connections with others. So, like, I'm gonna go over this, but one of the reasons Twitch is like way different from like any other platform is that I'm relaxing a bit today. That's pretty good. I'm not the best myself, but streaming is helping me. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna keep doing that. Form intimate connections with others. So yeah, I mean, Twitch is one of those things where you can. It's really hard for a lot of introverts to like be able to. Yeah, exactly, redo. I think. Yeah, I mean, it's good about the experiences in your life, but like, it is a little off topic for what we're talking about and random. So I can go over highlights every now and then, but like, it's gonna be hard for me to keep going back and forth between that. Yeah, as you can see, like I said, intimate connections like 3 times, and that's already hard. So yeah, it's a way you can kind of get to know someone like really far away, in a way that you wouldn't be able to with any other form of content. You can form relationships, you can learn things, you can have really deep conversations, and way deeper than like you ever could with like watching a YouTube video, because it's two ways. Other reasons, relax. There's a reason people talk about chill streams a lot, as being a cool thing. Like it's something that's good to just like sit down after like a long day of work and relax and like watch someone do some Stardew and just watch them like make some progress in their farm or something. Like at first, yeah, I was always like, oh, well, what's the line between chill and boring exactly? It's hard to tell. Okay, Leica, what's your question? But as I needed to relax myself, yeah, it's like what exactly? Like I started to appreciate those platforms more. Why Twitch instead of YouTube gaming? So Twitch is definitely, I think Twitch is a more solid platform. Again, like this isn't necessarily just a Twitch streaming presentation. Like you can take the same information and go to a YouTube gaming stream. But I think Twitch has better, it definitely has better monetization. I think YouTube often demonetizes people a lot just for like pretty bogus copyright claims, and I think overall the user base at Twitch is much more defined and nicer. Like if you see YouTube comments, like imagine those people in live streams. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. So I think it's just a more built out platform. Yeah, exactly. Similar Squid, exactly. Yeah, Saber Wolf, definitely. Like you can talk to people like way across the world and like learn things about what they do, and that's pretty crazy stuff. Like you can definitely learn things about people from all over the world. I definitely learn things about, even when I'm streaming, whether streaming or watching streams. Yes, YouTube gaming, definitely the trash bin. Yep. So also be energized. I mean, if you're looking for like a good like shot of energy, then watch someone like playing like a really tense game, and see how they, like, you can kind of feel like the intensity with them, and like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna finish this level? And that's kind of the way the more actiony games go, is like watching these things and kind of like experiencing all the same tension as a streamer. Thank you for the host, Saberwolf. I appreciate that. Other reasons, and this is not a reason probably most of us here stream, is to this purpose, to watch top level gameplay. But I watch some bigger streamers that are like the best in Smash Brothers or Splatoon or whatever, and you know, I learn things out of watching them about whatever game I'm playing or whatever game they're playing, and that's a really important component of Twitch too, that like can get ignored, but not really. It's more among the more popular streamers though, because like if you're like one of those streamers that is like one of the best of your game, chances are you're already pretty well known, so you can build up an audience really quickly. Oh no, Firehead Slam, no worries. Welcome. We're not too far into that. I tried to start slow so that anyone who wants to come in can go ahead and come in. Also to learn about new games, topics, or creative pursuits. Yeah, this is the reason Taylor mentioned, is that you, especially as variety streamers, we have the ability to introduce people to really obscure games and introduce them to games that they might have not known existed. And a lot of game companies too like realize this and kind of partner with streamers to promote their games. So that's definitely something you can look at. Actually, I went on Keymailer the past weekend and a couple other sites that if you're a streamer with like a certain amount of like following or a certain amount of viewers or something, you can get keys for those games for free, and then all you have to do is go stream that game and like let people know like how the game is. So I might actually be doing a couple games from those services, and I could talk about this later and show you what those are all about. There's one too where like you can automatically meet the requirements to get a free key. Oh, the evil robot's not gonna shut up, Saber. I don't think it is. Nice, similar Squid. Hopefully enjoy your relaxing. Also, new topics. You have to show us this? Wait, what do you mean? Well, yeah, I mean, it can be me. It doesn't have to be me. But there's also art streamers. Like, you can learn things from watching art streamers or watching music streamers. I know people definitely do that a lot, especially in the furry community. You can see people like go through their whole creative process in a way that would be hard to put into a YouTube video. because you don't want to watch it for like the whole 2 hours. I mean, you can definitely do that. And hail that brekkie. Yes, Yingzy Wingzy, welcome. OMGZ. You have to show us the game keys. Wait, what do you mean? Like, once I get the game keys, I don't have to like play the game, but I think in general to be able to request more game keys, I have to like do a stream with the game. If that's what you mean, I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, people can get inspired to do creative things from like watching other people create. I know that was the case when I streamed game development a while back. Yeah, Diva was inspired by that actually. Like I was streaming an entirety of like a game jam I did. Who started the OMGZ thing? I think it was either Dodger or Diva. That's probably, I think it was Dodger. It was definitely Dodger. Okay, so it's like why streaming over YouTube? We talked about it a little bit already. Hey Frederick, we're doing a presentation about Twitch streaming, if that's what you mean. So we're learning all about, and it's meant to be open-ended, like I said. So if you have anything to add, go for it. And if I mention any reasons to watch streams that like, or if you have any reasons to watch streams that like I didn't mention, like go ahead and shout them out. We can full screen the PowerPoint. Oh yeah, that can be good. What do I do? I'm so bad. Okay, present. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is nice. Okay. I should have done that. Okay. Oops. Wait. Not yet. Why is it going fast? Okay. Main difference between streaming and other forms of content is the keyword is interaction. Oh my god, Yingzy Wingsy, thank you for the 200 bits. I appreciate that. And this is like one of the only mediums where you can have a full conversation with the creator while they're creating content. So you can like ask them about like, hey, how does this game go? Like, how's your day going? What are your thoughts about like this event? Or you can like play Night in the Woods, for example, and have a whole discussion about the story of Night in the Woods and like what it implies. And it's the yeah, whenever Yingzy Wingsy streams, that's when we're gonna give him all the love. I don't know if you're gonna stream, but if you ever want to, we'll be happy to support you. So Twitch's audience is typically seeking more personal connections, and again, like these platforms do have a lot of different audiences. Like I talked about YouTube's audience, yeah, it's like more bottom on the barrel as far as streaming goes. But Twitch's audience, like they come to Twitch, they want to connect with someone. Not always. Sometimes they just want to lurk, but even lurking can be a form of connecting. Like you can feel like you're a part of something just by watching a stream. YouTube is more, like we said, Saberwolf talked about not having to edit content. Like YouTube is more like rapid fire, like this is the information, and it's like highly produced. Like they spend much more time like filming it than the time that like you actually spend watching it. Whereas Twitch, like the time that we spend streaming is the time that like you see me doing stuff. So it's great if you don't like editing. But she won't stop. What? Oh, yeah, I changed the bed noises recently. They weren't working for a little bit. Okay, so I think that's that. Anyways, if anybody else has any other reasons why they watch streams, let me know. Because there's a lot out there. Okay, so so if you're wondering how to stream, how to set up a stream, so the first thing you need is a streaming client, and there are a few different ones. The main one. Oh, Kibu riding in that chocobo. Welcome. How are you doing? So the main one is OBS. Yeah, Open Broadcaster Software. It's an open source program, like it says. And that's like the most stable option. Like that's probably the most popular one too. And just about every bit of streaming software is built to work with OBS. So you see like game capture and you're like, how does this work with OBS? Well, Elgato has like a way to show the game capture straight in OBS, so like it's pretty much just all works like that really well. So yeah, slobs. That's actually what I use. Where's the trash bin? But for you have streams going on in the background as noise. You hear something interesting. That's not insulting at all. That's actually what a lot of people do. Like I have streams open. Sometimes people that I normally talk to, I won't be talking to. because like I need streams to like be able to focus on like washing the dishes, for example. And otherwise like it's a horrible experience, but I have someone talking and like something that I can focus on in the background. That really helps. If you have a lower end rig, recommend XSplit. Yeah, that's actually not something that I've known, but I guess if XSplit uses the least CPU, then yeah, it's a good option. So I use Streamlabs OBS. It's a fork of OBS with Twitch and Streamlabs features built in. And it's much easier to set up because it has a thing where like you can just log in with your Streamlabs account, and then you already can like add widgets for like alert boxes or whatever. And let me show you my setup. It's gonna do this weird tiling thing, but this is what I see. This is what I see in my Streamlabs OBS window. So like, I have like a preview of like the live stream right here. I have chat like right over here. I have like the recent events. So in case I miss something, I can go and see that. I have like these streams that are the different scenes that I can switch to. Like I can go switch to the stream starting scene. I can switch to the BRB. It has everything right there. And there's also like the editor, of course, where you can go and I call this my face rig scene because it was originally for the face rig, but you know, right now I'm using camera. But you have all the components here, like stream avatars. There's a lot in this one. A lot that aren't even being used. But yeah, so you kind of just like drag and drop and put stuff on the scene to get to work. And yeah, that's basically that. So if you want to see my setup, that's what it is. Not the only one? Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely not the only one. Yeah, if you're new, I think Slobs is a great choice. The one problem with Slobs is that it's not that stable. Like, it does use a lot more memory and CPU than OBS does, because it's just not like very cleanly designed. Like, they're designing it to kind of work. They're not designing it to like work efficiently. Oh, Axo, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Brownie Brigade. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, Axo's a streamer too. Yeah, I'm talking about Slobs. Slobs does use a lot of memory and CPU. Yeah, right? Axolotl's definitely adorable. Oh, Glimmer Squid, thank you for that host. I appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. Welcome on in, Axo. And yeah, like you saw, Slobs has Twitch chat built right in. As a bunch of Chrome windows on top of OBS. Yeah, and as you know, Chrome is like a sandbox on top of a sandbox on top of more sandboxes. Like, Chrome is basically an entire operating system. And that's kind of why I switched to using Firefox. It's like Chrome uses way too much. Firehead Slam, thank you for that host. So let's talk about XSplit. This is the one I know least about. If anyone's an XSplit expert in here, XSplit expert. Marshchomp's your favorite Pokemon? Nice. I figured it was one of the ones in that line, definitely. So XSplit is what we call freemium, where it does add a watermark if you want to stream more than 720p and 30 FPS. And there is a paid version too. It's on par with OBS. But from what I see, apparently the only reason to pay for it is if you like using it over OBS. Like, most of the stuff is built to work better with OBS. Does have apparently the easiest to use console streaming though. And yeah, these are all things that I just did research on. So, if anybody knows stuff about XSplit more than that, then let me know. Mostly use Chrome because of some of the features, even though you heard good things about Firefox. Yeah, like, Chrome has a lot of features, definitely. So, Streamlabs OBS and Chrome are very similar. And like, we'd say like OBS is to Firefox, Slobs is to Chrome. Like, Chrome has a lot of features, but without like more memory usage and stuff. Wow, streaming clients to browsers comparison. I don't know what XSplit would be. Maybe like Apple Safari or something. I don't know. Prefer to speed and startup and it's better for console. Yeah, so there are some benefits to XSplit. It's definitely worth checking out. Okay, so other software that you might want to find when you're setting up your stream. So as you can see, what I use for my widgets is Streamlabs. So let me go back to my setup here. So I have this alert box here. It's like right here on the stream. Like you don't see anything, but yeah, it shows up when like people do stuff, and if you go to properties, like you see like a whole editor and stuff, and it's easy with slobs. But yeah, that whole service is through their stuff. Oh, there it is. Yes, exactly, that alert. Thank you, Axo, for the host. Monthly payment, that's very worth it. It goes in sale. Oh, pair with a subscription to Monster Cat. So you get a lot of stuff by doing that. I also took this down because of trolls, but there's another widget, this event list, that's not showing up, so whatever. But it shows like recent follows and stuff. So Streamlabs has a lot of widgets. I also use them for my stream labels, like you see the sub count and follower count. Those are all like little browser windows that Streamlabs provides. They also have like built-in like sub goal, follower goal stuff, but I don't use that because I didn't like the bar format of it. Actually, let me go to the Streamlabs site, and not that. Streamlabs. Arf, welcome dragons and stuff. How's it going? Frederick, thank you for that host. Why did that get cut off? Maybe because I opened Streamlabs. So yeah, if you go to the Streamlabs website, you see like this kind of stuff. So there's a whole thing where you can set up your alerts here. And I don't know why that got cut off. Maybe because I opened, like I have, yeah, you can set up the image for the alerts. You can set up like the sound file. There's a lot of stuff there. Yeah, you can also do it on Slob's app. There you go. I did not know that. What other widgets do they have? Like they have alert boxes, chat boxes, event list, donation goal. Where to that Twitch doesn't have their own client. Yeah, like it's all external services for the alerts. Like it's things that I consider basically necessary for a stream, because it's good to like shout people out when they do different stuff for the stream. And it's weird that Twitch doesn't do it on their own. So this is all their stuff. Stuff that I don't use too, like tip jars and bit goals. There's donation goals for Tiltify. Tons of stuff. So if you want to like really make your stream dynamic, like that's the way to go. Where was the window that I was using? There. Also has donation and merch pages. So yeah, you can see on my page, or I have a merch link on my panels below the stream, that you can click on it and like goes to the merch store. It just has like a pillow and a sticker in it. But yeah, Streamlabs can set that up. There are other merch sources out there too. I know a lot of people like, I think it's Designed by Humans. And people have said like they don't water TED Talk. Yes, that's kind of what's happening here. So people don't like, apparently someone like bought a sticker on Streamlabs and they charged $6 shipping for it, which is kind of ridiculous. Because okay, so I'd be mad either way actually. If they put the sticker in an envelope, I'd be mad because they're charging $6 shipping for an envelope. If they put a sticker in a box, I'd be mad because they're putting a sticker in a box. So I don't know what's going on there. But Streamlabs might not actually be the best for merch, but it's really easy to set up. Like you just add images and then they make your stuff. Oh, they also have a donation page, which is a thing that Twitch doesn't have. Probably are using it. That's even, yeah, that's pretty bad. $6 for an envelope. Must be a really nice envelope. So Streamlabs also has something that Twitch doesn't, which is a donation page, where you can directly donate to the streamer, to their PayPal. And that helps a lot. And it's integrated with alerts, of course, so it shows, yeah, moving things other than Streamlabs, definitely. And I might consider that in the future. One thing I wish Streamlabs had was a body pillow option. Like, I'd be all over that. So Twitch does donations. It's kind of like through bits. But the thing about bits is that when you, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like when you buy bits, some of that money goes to Twitch and some of that goes to the streamer. Like when you donate 100 bits, like that's $1 that goes to the streamer. But you usually have to pay more than like $1 to get those 100 bits. Unless like they have specials or something. So if you want to donate your money more directly, there's always that option. Yeah, 140 for 100 bits. There you go. So it's not exactly a 50-50 split. It's a little bit better than that. But yeah. Yeah, the 50-50 is only for subs. Like, if you get a sub, like, streamer gets 250, Twitch gets 250. And yeah, with a partner, you can negotiate like a 30-70 split on that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, partners also get money from ads. Stream Elements also is a thing. It has similar features to Streamlabs. It actually has some things that Streamlabs doesn't. One of my partner, heck if I know. If you want me to get partner, tell everyone about me. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Stream Elements is a thing too. And it has some... Oh, Leica, thank you. Thank you for the host. I appreciate that. So Stream Elements actually does a lot of things as Streamlabs. And some people like it better. I think it also has a merch store. That's gonna show me my dashboard ever. Thank you, Yingsy Wingsy, for that host. Don't have friends? Aw. Well, that's the best reason to make friends, right? Is to tell them all about it. So they have a different set of widgets, I think. Overlays. Wait. Yeah, I have this one called Capagen, which I don't know if you've seen people like have their emotes like show up on screen. I don't have it live right now. Aw, only an amazing family. There you go. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's something called Capagen, which shows the emotes on screen, which Streamlabs does not have. So, if you want that, you can always go to Stream Elements. And Stream Elements, of course, has their own bot, too. Okay, so let's talk about chatbots. Oh, no worries. This is supposed to be an open discussion. It's not just me telling you about things. Like, if there's something you want to ask about, or something you want to know about, or something you have to add, it's supposed to be like, if anybody wants to add stuff, go for it. Okay, so as far as chatbots go, there's Nightbot and Moobot. Have I heard of Intro Fighters? No, I haven't heard of that. What is it? So I can show you my Nightbot dashboard. Nightbot's really useful. It has a lot of things like, these are like my custom commands. For example, you can do giveaways on Nightbot. You can view your channel logs. You get a list of, you can do a list of regulars. Nightbot has stuff for song requests where you go to this page, and it's not going to play a song because I don't have that on right now. But yeah, it has a lot of stuff built in. Moobot does a lot of the same things. It just, again, puts down to like which one you prefer more. It's a little emote fighter program that helps keep chat entertained. Oh, okay. I'll check that out. That seems, yeah, definitely send that to me. That's interesting. Yeah, like I said at the bottom, if there's any other stream software that you've heard of that's really interesting, like let me know. There's also the Streamlabs chatbot, which the dashboard for that is this program. It's something that like you install on your computer. And the main reason I got this chatbot was for sound files. Like I have like my sound files over here. And yeah, like it's all like none of the other cloud bots have this. So that's why I set up Streamlabs chatbot. I don't like local chatbots because I have to like manually start this every time I reboot the computer, and that's super annoying. Add other software subtitle bars. Okay. Oh yeah, subtitles. A lot of streamers display like subtitles, and I know that's like your thing. A lot of streamers display like subtitles on their streams, which is really helpful for accessibility. And even if you like can't have the volume on, like a lot of people come in and like, I can't listen to you right now, and like I'm like, how do I communicate with you? Sometimes if I have face cam, like I'll do a little hard or something. But that's all. That's all I can really do. But subtitles, I should probably get them at some point. I know a lot of people use those. There's a lot of other bots. There's a Streamlabs Cloud bot that does a lot of the same things as like Nightbot and Moobot. It comes down to what features you want, what kind of usability options you want. Subtitles good if the thing picks it up well. Maybe it's used to your speech. Yeah, so they pick up weird stuff sometimes. They're never going to be exactly perfect. Streamlabs chatbot's garbage. Okay, there you go. There you go. Or Streamlabs Cloud bot. Yeah, the local chatbot's pretty good. Other software you might want. FaceRig. Oh my god. Iola dear. Thank you for that raid. How's it going? Here comes the nerd herd. Oh my god, thank you. Oh, whoops. Double shout out. How is Spyro? I'm excited to play that game in September. But go follow Iola dear. She's wonderful. And Welcome on in, Raiders. We're doing a BRB chat behave. It's your favorite game of all time. Oh, I'm excited then. I love streaming your favorite games. It's like incredible stuff. We're doing a presentation right now about Twitch streaming, so if you're interested in learning, you can stick around, grab a seat by the campfire. And we do a lot of other stuff, but this is kind of the first Full Vipers misbehaving. Oh no. So face rig, obviously I'm not using it right now. Yes, pose for the fans, exactly. So Camp Brownie in general, we're a community about positivity, mental health, and self-growth. Right now we're focusing on the self-growth part. If anybody wants to grow as a streamer, this is the place to do it and have a discussion about streaming. So face rig, a lot of people use face rig, especially in the furry community. I use face rig. I have a custom one. But there, if not that, there's Buff Pup's Fox face rig. It's a 2D one. There's like Caribou's Woofer. A lot of people with like the canine personas will get custom colorings for that. I'm sure you've seen them like everywhere. Or you can commission a custom one, or like use any of the ones they have. Diva uses the default one, and it like fits her really well. As far as other software goes, yeah, it's true. Deers do not have it easy there. So face rig, like if you want a 2D or 3D avatar that tracks your face, that's kind of what you go for. It's pretty much the standard. There are some other things, like I know ND Alpaca uses Character Animator, and he made that thing all himself, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's pretty impressive. Other stuff, there's stream avatars, which you're seeing right now on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, he did. That's super, super impressive. So this is what stream avatars looks like. It's a local program that you get from Steam. It's more customizable. Yeah, and he has like animations for it too. I thought that was really cool. Like he can make it drink water when he's like actually drinking water IRL. And if anyone with a face rig knows, that like screws up the face rig hardcore when that happens. But yeah, apparently it can also trigger bombs and stuff. Have fun. Streamer options. Face rigs don't like glasses. Tracks his head movement. Okay. Interesting. Oh, the voice makes him talk. Okay, so it's a little different. Yeah, face rig can also has an option to listen to your voice and like make the mouth move, but like that's really tough, especially with noise. It might just like move its mouth without you even talking. That makes sense based on how I've seen his avatar work. There's also something called Capamon. People use to like have a virtual pet on screen. Blow me up next time. You can try, but I have the master controls right here. Not that I ever use them. Well, I can't have his AC on. Oh, geez, that sucks. If there's any other stream software that you've heard of, like we already had one mentioned, let me know. Oh, song request is not on. It's I don't want to get the VOD muted, so I'm using Pretzel Rocks today. Yeah, sorry. Oh, and I just got bombed. Okay, so moving on. That was the software part of streaming. Let's talk about the hardware part now. So obviously you need a computer to stream. I assume you have one. Well, whatever. You might be using a phone to watch this. I guess some people don't have one. Capamon's neat, but some cost money. Yeah, it's really cool actually. I haven't used it myself, but I think it's cute to have like a little pet on screen that people can like feed it and stuff. So PC, you need a decent PC to stream. It doesn't have to be a great one. Yeah, I mean, there's toasters that you can watch the stream on, definitely. Oh no, Wolf Stars, no worries. No worries, we haven't gotten that far. I've been trying to start slow, so that people can come in. Zormic is on the loose. Oh no. Wait, what do you mean? So some people will use a dual PC setup, or they'll have one for their gaming and one for their streaming. And that's really helpful if like the gaming or the game is like really CPU intensive. Detention, yes. Go sit in your corner. Exactly. So then they'll use like an HDMI capture to like capture their gaming PC, and that helps if you want to devote like one to gaming. You don't have to do that. I use a single PC setup, but some of the games definitely are a little taxing on my processing power, and then the stream can lag because of that. Deepa, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. And ultimately, like, it depends on what you're doing. Like, if you're just gonna do just chatting streams, like all you need is a camera, and like you're not gonna use much CPU at all, use a no PC setup, you can do that too. So you don't actually need a PC. Thank you, Firelord Wittick, for the host. Hey, Indie Alpaca, welcome. I see you there. We were talking about your character animator thing. Yeah, mobile streams, exactly. There's a Twitch app for streaming. I would not recommend to use that though. There's also a Streamlabs application. Speak of the devil, exactly. There's a Streamlabs application which I think is much better for mobile streaming. It has like a little overlay where you can see your chat, and I was actually thinking about like using that to do IRL streams if I want to like stream a hike or something. But unlimited data is expensive, so I don't know if I'll ever get to the point where I can do that. There are flaws. If you use USB headphones, you can't capture that on the second computer. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, you need a capture card. So it's a lot more expensive to have a dual PC stream, but it's going to be much more stable. Yeah, you can... That's true. I forgot about that. You can also broadcast straight from a console, from PS4, Xbox, not Switch, unfortunately. Yeah, there are going to be pros and cons to everything. Oh, Yuki dear, welcome. How's it going? How's it going anyway? I didn't ask. So it depends on what kind of stuff you're streaming, how much money you want to spend on it. Streaming does use a good bit of CPU, so if you're worried about that stuff, then you might want to consider a dual PC setup. But yeah, Diva uses one. I don't. I use a single PC, and you can tell I have issues sometimes with that. You're okay? No problem. No matter what you do, I'm sure it's fine. True unlimited data is expensive. Yeah, the problem is like a lot of those unlimited plans are not really unlimited. Hey, Savage Wizrobe. I'm not the best myself, but I'm dealing. How are you doing? Don't use dual PC. Yeah, yeah, a lot of them like are not really unlimited. They'll throttle after use too many gigabytes or whatever. Oh, you use dual PC. Nice. There's actually more people that like use it than I thought. Which all data plans, yeah, just true. All data plans do throttle anyways. So microphone, obviously, like, I think a microphone is close to an essential for streaming. If you're really trying to like grow your stream, I think you need a microphone. Like, straight, as I told you, like the whole thing about streaming is interaction. If you're streaming micless, you can't really interact well. I mean, you can like type in the chat, but then you have to like stop your game to do that, and you just don't get kind of the same thing. Can I stream your computer at PS4? Will that really work? Oh, one PC runs character animator and OBS to run anyone through an HD60. Okay, interesting. That's pretty cool. Just chilling. Oh yeah, yeah. The online randomizer sounded awesome. But yeah. So Blue Yeti microphone is what a lot of people use. I use this really cheap one that I got from Amazon. It's listed at like the bottom of my page if you're curious. If you like my sound quality and don't want to spend much money, you get that one. It's yeah, a lot of people say Blue Yeti is like the standard though. But yeah, so I think you should at least use a mic for streaming, because I don't know any streamers that like grow without a mic. Have some Florian $20 condenser, but it sounds decent. Yeah, there are really cheap solutions to microphones that actually work kind of well. And then there are the Blue Yetis of the world, which I think are more expensive. I don't know, what's the price on those? That, like, you'll be pretty sure that it's just gonna work really well. And condenser mic, you want something that like removes as much noise as you can. CPU used to melt when you play games. You really assume replace the cooler. Just technically do it all in one for a dual PC. Use your character animator controls. Yeah, it all depends on the setup. So anything that removes noise, obviously you don't want too much background noise in here. I have some issues with background noise because I'm always running a fan back there because it's freaking hot in here most of the time. But I also put a noise filter, which is not going to be... A noise filter is never going to be a replacement for like hardware that completely removes the noise, because it's always going to take something away from your own sound too. 130 for a Blue Yeti. Amazon for 100. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's... So they're around 100. But yeah, if you want like really good sound quality, it's definitely worth it. Use a Razer or Serain X USB microphone. If you want a mixer for it to make it sound good. Oh, voice meter banana. People have said that's like really good. I have to try that myself. But yeah, you have some filters built into like OBS and Streamlabs OBS too, that can remove some noise. Yeah, I was not using noise gates for a while, and I'm like, what the heck am I doing now? Blue Yeti came with Fallout 76. Oh, that's pretty good. Your living room makes are so noisy outside your office. Yeah, it's like, shut up, I'm live. Okay, so camera's probably something that you want. There are streamers that do it without a camera, and they do it very well. Because, you know, streaming is about interaction. You don't need to see the facial expressions to interact with a streamer. So again, camera is not essential. You can definitely make it without a camera. It sounds like Blue Yeti, it's probably the best, like, as far as, like, value to money ratio goes. Like, you can probably spend, like, thousands of dollars on a mic, and it would be way better. But you're also spending thousands of dollars on a mic at that point. Don't have money for a... Yeah, I need to try that, actually. Without a camera, it's important you have... Yeah, exactly. If you just have the game, like, people like associating a face to the name. So, even if it's a little, like, image of your character on the screen, like, that's fine. But I think there needs to be something there. But yeah, you also need a camera for face rig or character animator. It helps show expressions because people can see like how you're reacting to the game and be able to connect with you a little bit more. And that just adds a little bit on, but again, it's not needed. You can get by without it. If you want a green screen, obviously I'm not using one. So I actually set up a green screen. Well, I tried to build one with PVC. And it didn't. I'm not using it for a couple reasons. One is I need better lighting, and one is also I don't have much room in my place. So like, it would be like right behind me, and trust me, it would be a struggle. I'd probably accidentally knock it over a couple times during stream. But you can actually build one yourself with PVC pipe pretty cheaply, if you want to, and I can show you how I did it if you want to ask. The question's too hard. Oh, there are lots of favorite things. You can use your microphone. Yeah, you can use the microphone for... You can use just the microphone for face rig if you really wanted to. But then again, it's only gonna be the mouth at that point. The tracking, it helps to see like people move around, I guess, and like make expressions and all that good stuff. So if you want a green screen, go for it. It helps like add a little bit of polish to your layout. I'm not the best part of Twitch. What are you talking about? But see, I can remove all this background if I use a green screen, and then I have just more space to devote for stuff. But it's not working too well for me so far. So eventually, I'll probably use one. Maybe if I move to a different place and have like more room, I might do that. Okay, so stream visuals. Let's talk about the visual parts of your stream. So you can see I have my layout here. So you don't have to design a layout on your own. Definitely not. I made my layout myself because I wanted a very specific vibe with like kind of the wood and the I have trouble taking compliments. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm the best part of Twitch at all. Like that's a lot to take in. But anyways, yeah. So I want a specific vibe with my layout, and if you want a really specific vibe, you might also need to design your own layout. Thank you for the lurk, Phil Viper. Enjoy those munchies. So you can find some free ones if you go to nerdordie.com. They have lots of different pre-made layouts, and I know a lot of people that use these, and they're pretty professional looking. Are you gonna lurk too? No problem, Indy. Like it's like I want something like retro kind of like. You can go check out this stuff, and I feel like I've seen someone that uses this layout actually. Like a lot of these, if you browse a lot of these, they probably look familiar to you. Yeah, I've definitely seen this before. So you definitely don't have to. Grifting uses one of them. Yeah, I think Diva uses one of them. Dodger uses one. they're helpful if you just want something like up and running, looking like really professional, like really quickly. Oh, where was I? Okay. Also, Streamlabs has some overlays too, I think. There's an bunch of overlays right here. I think a lot of these are actually just Nerd or Die layouts. So I guess Nerd or Die is kind of the place to go if you want some easy stream visuals. But yeah, you can also make your own. I use GIMP for mine. Actually, I wonder if I can pull mine up. This is my promo graphics. But I have my layout somewhere too. Where is it? Oh, here we go. So this is like my layout in GIMP. So I'm not an artist. I put this together using a bunch of like freely available brushes and textures and stuff, and into something that looks kind of decent, and like selection tools and gradients and all that. So yeah, all I did was like section out the part that I want to be my layout, and then like fill this in with like a brown color, and then get some wood brushes, paint those on. Selection, make a kind of plywood kind of texture, and then put some like fake thumbtacks on there, some text, and that's all you really need. And yeah, it's all freely available brushes and the basic tools. I can always show you if you have questions about how to do that stuff. Thanks. Yeah, I put a lot of work into it. Well, not really. I like put like 1 day of work into it, but yeah. The important thing about layouts is that they should reflect the branding of your stream, and we're gonna discuss what branding means in a bit. That's a really big topic, and they should not cover up or shrink the gameplay too much. Like you see mine. There's a lot of gameplay out there. Some people like have the gameplay still taking up like all of their screen, and they have like a couple little like panels like over the gameplay. And I don't think you need to like necessarily go to that effect to like have things not be covered up. But you don't want the gameplay to be like, or you don't want whatever activity to be like in one tiny little corner of the screen. That's not good. So just need to display like a few little information bits. You can shout out like the people that donated or like sub like I do, have like goals for your stream, have little messages, whatever you want to do, but make sure it reflects your branding, and we'll talk about what branding means. Other good layouts, obviously, like I have a starting screen where I pull that on the first like 5 minutes while I'm like posting all my like I'm going live on like Discord and Twitter and stuff, and like setting up. Also not be too distracting. Yeah. And I'm sure there's tons of novelty accounts out there for like bad layouts and stuff. And a BRB screen for like when you need to go to the bathroom, whatever. I have that. And a bunch of other layouts. So I have some layouts like specific to like activities I do. Like there's a trumpet layout. But you don't need too many layouts. Chatting screen that does not have a face rig right now. But that's also helpful if you want to put more focus on like you. For like the beginning or end of a stream, or like do a just chatting stream, you can have a layout like that where there's like way less focus on the gameplay or like whatever you're doing. So that's an idea. Okay, so we went on to like all the setting up stuff of streaming. Now let's get to the actual streaming. Can have a BRB scene if you go to the bathroom, right? Bathroom hype. I think that would violate TOS though. Just maybe. Okay, so when you're starting streaming, I think a lot of people here are established streamers, but there are people here that I think also are beginning to start streaming. So the most important thing is just hold their doctor. Wait, what do you mean? I'm baby. Yeah, I mean some people are new to streaming. What are people laughing about? I don't know what's going on. Oh, the next Dr. Disrespect. Okay, so when you start streaming, like, don't expect people to just, like, come flocking to you immediately. Like, even if you're, like, the best streamer in the world, people will not go and take cameras in the bathroom during a stream. Oh my god, that's funny. Like, even if you're the best streamer in the world, people will not flock to watch you in the first week that you stream. No way. No way. People do not know about you. If you're a great streamer, you're still a great streamer without an audience. And it takes time to build up that audience. Yeah, if you want a weak ban, definitely taking your camera in the bathroom is worth it. So the first few months, yes, there will be times when the chat is dead. There will be times when no one's talking. It is going to happen. It is a reality, no matter who you are, no matter what you're doing. Like, that's going to happen. Yeah, exactly. Indie stream for 0 viewers. I was streaming for 0 viewers a lot for a while. And it's very hard. Like, there are times when you wonder, like, is this ever going to get better? But treat it as, like, practice, if nothing else. Like, treat it as, like, you still have to have some time to get used to talking on stream. Like, commentating the game or subject, talking about your own experiences and reactions. That takes time to, like, figure out how to do. Maybe not if you've... Yeah, you can also hide viewer count. That doesn't always work for me, because I still get, like, a little upset when, like, there's no chat activity. And I'm like, well, if there's a lot of people and no one talking, then, like, I don't know. Welcome, Star Force. How's it going? But yeah, hiding viewer count can definitely help, because what happens to me is actually I'll start... Well, I'll see viewers drop. I'll actually get, like, discouraged and, like, start streaming worse. So I definitely need to do that myself. And, like, if I don't care about viewer count, I'm, like, noticeably a better streamer. Because I'll start, like, thinking, oh, my content's bad. And then, like, when I think my content's bad, I'll just kind of naturally make worse content. And Alpaca, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. Yeah, Faux Viper. Yeah, that was me too at the beginning. I would be like, okay, no one's interacting with me. I guess I should end the stream now, because this isn't going to be a success. But you gotta, like, actually stream to, like, grow as a streamer. Yeah, it forces you to... Oh, no worries, Indy. No worries. But there's time that you have to get used to, like, commentating whatever you're doing. It's hard to, like, do an activity and talk at the same time. It's really hard. And unless you're, like, an established YouTuber, you're not going to be used to it. So, definitely get used to, like, talking about what you're doing, talking about what's happening, talking about, like, your feelings about it, and, like, drawing potential discussion points from it. Even if no one's there to discuss them. Like, it's all practice. It's all stuff that eventually is going to be used to great effect. It's so much fun here. You might have to go for a bit. Okay, no problem, Somewhere Squid. Glad you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. When someone does come in, don't... Okay, so don't, like, get all, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Like, you can. It's cool to have that excitement. But, oh, Savage Wizrobe, thank you for that host. I appreciate that. But get to know them. Get to know them. So the best way you're gonna build an audience is by getting to know the ones that come in and, like, building relationships with them. And then they'll tell their friends about it, and then, you know, things just kind of build from there. So you can always start with small talk, ask how their day is going, what they're doing, because, like I said, a lot of people are doing stuff while they watch the stream. Sometimes people are just watching the stream, but sometimes people are, like, working on something cool, and then you can, like, ask them about what they're working on. I'm sure some of you are working on stuff while you're watching this. Yeah, snowball effect, exactly. And then if they talk about something, if they're like, they say, oh, like, I'm at school right now, like, ask them, like, what they're studying, like, what their work is on or something. Like, be curious about the people that come in, because those relationships definitely matter. But yeah, don't get, like, too clingy. Some people are there to just hear your voice and listen. Some people are just stopping by, window shopping on streams and seeing what they like to watch. And think about how you feel if you come in, like, say hi, and you're, like, working on something and don't want to be bothered too much, and a streamer's like, come on, respond please, come on, I want to hear from you, please. Like, that even if I want to talk to them, that would make me feel very uncomfortable. Definitely. Like, if I just want to relax and, like, watch what they do, that's fine. Like, streaming is first and foremost, like, watching someone else. It doesn't always have to be interactive, and if they just enjoy listening to you, then that's totally fine. Yeah, invite conversation. Like, it's sending an invitation out there. It's like sending a letter to someone. Like, if you want to attend and converse, then go for it. Like, let them know that their conversation is welcome. But don't, like, force them. Don't, like, beg for them to talk. Like, if they want to just sit there and listen, then that's totally fine. Okay, so the other thing you should do when you start streaming is get to know other streamers. That's super duper important. You should always kind of look for. You don't want to like say like I'm gonna get to know like I'm not gonna get to know Ninja. That's kind of ridiculous. Like Ninja has no time for you. There's no way to stand out. Not that like not that like saying you're not important. I'm saying that like Ninja has like so many people that watch him, and like how is he gonna find you out of like all those people? Gonna be the next Ninja and nobody can stop me. Yeah, those kind of attitudes. Yeah, you definitely get lots of crowns. So ideally you want to find someone that you can actually talk to, that will actually acknowledge you, and someone that like someone give Bernie Sanders a brownie sub. That would be funny. I'm sure people do that to like. I'm sure Ninja has like thousands of gifted subs just because people want him to notice them, or if not like tens of thousands. Like me. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm a streamer that you can get to know. I'll shout you out. I'll help you out. Yeah, it's you find streamers similar to you, which in the furry fandom is actually really, really easy because we already have something in common. We're all furries. We have this interest in a mutual fandom that like we all like take part in and like grow from each other and like the same art and same like movies and all that stuff. Like go to conventions, talk about that. It's really easy, and the furry fandom's really connected as far as the streamers go. Like there's a giant Telegram group that is like hundreds of people now that you can find like tons of streamers to get to know. Aw, thanks for the hugs, Frederick. Except cats. Yes, we bond over hating stuff like cats. Exactly. It's a little too active for me, and that's why I'm not in there a lot of the time. I'm like, how can I stand out in this? Which is again the problem with like big streamers is like, how can I stand out? No, Star Force. We're talking about the Cats movie. I'm sure you've seen something about that. And another way to get to know streamers well is rating. Like, I've definitely found people that rated me, and I had no idea who they were. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, thank you so much for like thinking of me and rating me. Like Ayala, like I know who Ayala is, but like if I didn't know who Ayala was, and she rated me, I'm like, well, I gotta check you out now. Like, obviously you care enough to like send your viewers over to me, even if that's just you. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yes, Ayala, and also lets them know like, hey, I'm a streamer, I like you, and pushing for a little streamer. Yeah, so I do a little bit of both actually recently. I will raid small streamers to help them. I will raid streamers that are slightly bigger to me to kind of build that connection with them, because I am still trying to make connections with streamers that are a little bigger than me. So I kind of alternate a little bit because I want to help out the small guys, but I definitely want to grow too and get to know other communities and build those connections. Yes, Ayala plays the video games, Spyro in this case. Hosting is good too. A lot of people have hosted me. Yeah, so that's all good. Hosting lets me know like, oh, this person cares enough to like put my stream on their feed, even if they're not a streamer. Like that's really meaningful. And a lot of people have notifications for hosting. I do auto host for a lot of streamers now, so I don't always see that they host them, but like a lot of people don't do auto host because of that. They want the streamer to like acknowledge that they're hosting, and there's no problem with that. Speaking of hosting, Bull Viper, thank you for that host. Yes, exactly. Alternating as well. It's a good idea. It's like support the little guys. You can always like round them up and like build this little community where you help them grow, and they like also contribute to your community, and that's all awesome. So getting to know other streamers does not mean self-promoting. And also, elevator pitch I'll talk about in a second. Hey, Silver Bite Marks, how's it going? But we got a section for that, don't worry. This does not mean self-promoting when you're not asked to. So, people don't like to feel like they're being used to grow, to help, or they're being used to like help someone else grow their stream. Because, like, I want to be so much more than that. Like, I don't want to just be a place where people like just use me to grow their stuff. That's not great. Kibru, thank you for that host. Yeah, the garden. Yeah, right. Smaller streamers can also use the help to grow stronger. Exactly. Like I'm happy to help people out, but I want those people to like not obviously like care about me too, and like not just use me to help them. I'm hosting you, notice me, and now you have to shout me out so everyone knows me. Yeah, like I appreciate the hosts, but if you're hosting me just for me to like promote you, then that's gonna become apparent. Don't like the feeling of being used. Yeah, happened before, not a Gucci feeling. Exactly. It's not great. And yeah, a lot of people will ban you for it. It is pretty rude. Notice me, Brownie. I noticed you, and I noticed you, Yingsy Wingsy, because you guys are obviously like here to interact with me and like, not just here to like promote yourselves, and that's awesome. Like we gotten to know each other as friends and stuff. So as you get to know them as friends, that's when you start to like witness me. Oh my God, welcome, Madman. Much love. Likely get to know that you stream. Yeah, so like eventually they'll get to know, and there are ways for them to get to know that you stream. Yeah, exactly. The worst thing is that when the worst thing you can do is like people that go live and then go into other streamers' chats and say, "Hey, I'm streaming." Like that's even worse. Like, have you even thought about like, "Hey, you shouldn't watch this person. You should watch me." Like that's not okay. That's not okay. Oh my God, thank you for the shout out. Like, yeah, Diva was the first raid that ever happened, and now we're like best friends, and that's freaking awesome because I had no idea who she was. And like, who is this awesome person that's like raiding me and like bringing all these viewers into my stream? Yeah, streamer, I'm gonna go stream in 5 minutes. Starforce. Aw, thank you, Starforce, for spilling those bits. Appreciate your tripping. Yeah, Diva's super awesome. Like, she's definitely the best way, one of the best examples of someone that like makes those healthy connections. Like, she genuinely cares about all those people that she raids and like gets to know, and you can definitely tell that. Anyway, Kappa, you're not too late. We're getting into the meat of it right now, definitely. Yeah, it's super annoying. Thank you for throwing a bit at me and the alpaca. Hey, Azormic, welcome. How are you today? So, yeah, you get to know them, you get to connect with them, and then they'll get to know that you stream. Like, you can say, oh, well, I'm like a content creator and like I could use some... Oh my God, Kibru. There it is. Stop attacking everyone. Wait, were you attacking everyone? Yeah, there's the secret bit alert.
Because cute.
Oh, thank you, Kibru. Probably because you don't care about them if they do so. Yeah, that's not TOS. No way. No way. I don't think so, at least. But yeah, so networking, I don't even like to call it networking, because networking, I get the image of networking like people in, yeah, that's what I thought. Networking, I get the picture of like people in suits, trying to like, oh, well, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, and like, let's make a deal, and it's all like cold and heartless, and that's not how networking in the Twitch universe should work. It should be worked by like making friends. So focus on like making friends and building connections. Like that's why finding people with common interests is important. Not only because their viewers might be interested in your stream, but because that's how you connect with people, is like bonding over different things. Connection's key, even though you just felt there. Yeah, exactly. Like I remember you, Faux Viper. Like even when you came back, like you made connections, and that's really awesome. Gotta go, and no, you're not gonna stream. Love you, Firehead Slam. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, yeah, you need like an authentic relationship, definitely. So, let's talk about, as you're gonna start streaming, you're gonna figure out something called branding. Or you might not be there yet. Like, I was not there until like a few months ago. And it was actually because of a similar presentation, because of Dodger, and then some conversation with him that helped me figure this thing out. But branding is... I thought branding sounded like a fake term for a while, actually. Gone through like 5 rebrands. Yeah, and sometimes that's really necessary. Yeah, you might be figuring. Yeah, exactly. Indie Alpaca, like, you might still be going through a branding crisis, even if you like have an established brand. That's totally okay. Because the people that really like you for you will stick through with you through all those branding changes. But yeah, when you start out, you may not know what you want to stream. You can. That's the time to like experiment too. That's like why it's great when you start out. You don't have much of an audience. You're not going to lose that audience because you don't have much of one. So that's the time to like experiment and like figure out what you want to do. Just a deer that plays video games, and that you could maybe take some branding out of that, like, right? But it's still hard because it's okay. It's like, how are you different from the other deers that play video games? And you might be the only one, and then maybe that's a branding on its own. As time goes on, you may find content that you do a better job of creating, and games or categories that fit who you are more. So obviously everyone here has like the type of games that they do better than like other ones, or the type of content they create better. It might be like, I don't know. You might like be better at like doing sim games. You might be like a best Stardew Valley player in the world, and like, or just chill out with your viewers and play some Stardew, or like you might be a DJ and like scratch records for your viewers or something. I don't know what I'm trying to do, or the types of games you like more. Yeah, you started trying to be a Fortnite streamer. That's actually really surprising, Indy. And like, I started as a Splatoon streamer, and you probably wouldn't know it based on what I do now, except that Indy's the next ninja. Yes. But yeah, I did Splatoon last Sunday, but otherwise you probably wouldn't know, like, that I was mostly streaming Splatoon. But I was still like intending to be a variety streamer back there. Oh, that's why you're aimless? I didn't know that at all. That's really funny. Started as an awkward time streamer. Yeah, you still are, but you do other things too. So yeah, you don't have to like narrow yourself down to one thing. It just helps to have like a focus, and that yeah. Then you have the reviews playing Fortnite. It's like, wait, yeah, exactly. So branding helps for a few things. It helps distinguish you from other streamers. So like you go to my stream and you're like, who is this Brownie? Why should I watch him? He's just another fuzzy streamer, or just another streamer, maybe even. And why? What's different about this guy? What do I go to this guy for? No noms. Content feels more genuine and warm. See, that's kind of the impression I got, and you can figure this out over time. Aw, thanks, Ayala. Yeah, that's kind of... So I use a lot of warm colors in my layouts, actually, which kind of reflects that too. Cause I just like warm colors in general, actually. Like red is my favorite color, and like orange and yellow is nice too. So it kind of all works together. It establishes who you are quickly to new viewers. Like, okay, so like I go to Diva stream, and I'm like, okay, what is this Diva Panda about? And like you hear the 80s alerts playing, and like, oh, okay, she likes like nostalgia stuff. And then you instantly have something to kind of connect on, or like she likes playing horror, like she does this a lot. Like, okay, you can watch her be scared, or like listen to 80s music while you see like creepy zombies, and that's really unique and cool. It also gives recurring viewers an identity to remember to keep coming back to. So, like, viewers aren't always going to be there around to watch your streams. Yes, and then Baconators. That's an important part of branding, too. Definitely. the Baconator zone. Can create a whole branding off of Baconators. Wendy's might sue you for that, because Wendy's has their own Twitch channel now, where apparently, like, last time they were giving out free Baconators. So that's, a reason to go there, I guess. What else would you need other than Baconators? Exactly. But yeah, people aren't always going to be at your stream. People might have to go on breaks or stuff. They might have school. Like, Viper dropped off the face of the planet. Not literally, but people might have stuff where they can't go to your stream for a while. And then, when they come back to Twitch streaming, they're like, okay, who should I watch? And then you remember, oh, like, Oh right, I love that 80s music and like the horror and all the love that Diva gave, and I'm gonna come back to her. And like there are people that will come back to me, for example, after like such a long time, and like oh my god, I'm so glad to see you, because it's like really surprising that like they kind of remembered after all that time. Bacon strips as your border. I think Wendy's actually did that. That's the funny thing. Call it Divinators. Yes. Yes, exactly. So I think those are the three important things about branding. It's like you want people to have this mental image that they associate with your channel, whatever that is, because it's like a thing that I feel like you shouldn't need to have branding, but it really helps a lot based on the way people like associate things in their head. Yeah, Wendy's branding is awesome. They just make you hungry, and that's Fortnite border. Yes. See, yeah, if you want to see excellent branding, check out that Wendy's Twitch channel. So yeah, it's a thing where like I felt for a while like I didn't need it. Like, why do I need to brand myself? I'm just me. Like, whatever me is, that's like what people watch. But it helps to give something to associate who you are with. So choosing a brand is very difficult. Like, I always still having trouble with it. Indie's still going through multiple rebrands. I'm sure not everyone has figured out their brand at all. It's essentially marketing. Yes, exactly. And every company does this. Like, McDonald's uses like the yellow arches. They kind of look like French fries. They kind of look like the same color as burgers. You see those yellow arches and they get hungry. Like that kind of thing. Wendy's has their bacon strips in their stream. It's all about like creating those mental images to kind of get people in the mood to watch your stuff. What goes for a satirical brand? You could. That would be pretty cool. So, a couple things to think about your branding. You can think about how you identify yourself, because everyone has like a lot of people have like an identity that they associate themselves with, and a lot of times that's like the things that they do, like their hobbies. Like for example, like I could have gone a couple other directions with my branding actually. Like I'm a trumpet player. I could have gone with like a jazz lounge kind of thing. I could have I don't know, like cooking. I like cooking. I could have gone with like a kitchen kind of thing. GG Epic Gamer Girl. Hey, that could work out. Satirical or soft rainy. Those both sound cool. Yeah, you want to be authentic though. You don't want to feel like, okay, this is like getting people to go watch my. I'm doing this theme to get people to watch my stuff. Like it still has to feel genuine and it still has to feel like you. If you're just shoehorning a brand in that doesn't fit you at all, like it's not gonna make sense. So also you figure out the keywords. Soft grunge gamer girl blog. And sell that bathwater. There you go. You can always put both together too, right? Is the TC Snowkit, welcome. How are you? The keywords that you want to use others to describe your stream, right? Authentic deer bathwater. Like when I was trying to figure out my branding, I told Diva like the words I thought like wholesome, like warm, deep, meaningful. And I guess that could apply to like some sort of food too. Maybe like a brownie. Maybe. But you want to come up with keywords. And as you stream more and like ask people, you can even ask people like, hey, like what word do you get from watching the stream? Like what word comes into your head? Brownies are warm. Yeah, exactly. Like when I'm watching this, what do I feel? And maybe it's something that like, yeah, your viewers will tell you like you're so this or you're so this. Stinky deer water. Hey, it could be like marketed as like spring water. Indie, oh my god. Other things you can do is thinking about a scene that represents the feeling that you get or want others to get from watching your stream. And this is how we came up with my branding. What theme of your channel doesn't necessarily fit what you're doing on stream? I think in that case, you need a bit of a different theme. Like the stuff that you do should support your branding, I think. Like it doesn't have to, but you want it to all kind of tie together. It's a good brand. Now every time you think about brownies, you think about my stream. See, like, and that's not even intentional. My persona name is not even based off of the dessert. It's based off of the jazz trumpet player, but it still works, I guess. Streaming Resident Evil. See, when I chose my first Sona name, it wasn't even branding. That's the funny part. Wholesome cartoon alpaca plus scary zombies. Yeah. Oh, welcome, Fox. No problem. Erudite, welcome. Or Erudite, I think? Sorry if I got that wrong before. So yeah, scene that represents the feeling you want to get. So actually, what I did was, like, Dodger asked me, like, okay, come up with like an environment that you want, like, your stream to feel like. And I thought of, like, okay, like, we're sitting back, like, the moon's out, we're at night, we're out in the wilderness, we're, like, maybe having a fire and, like, having a really, really deep conversation. Like, that kind of thing. Like, when you're out with your friend, like, you're out in the wilderness, like, escape from society, nothing else, and, like, having a really deep talk. That's the kind of feeling I wanted my stream to be like. So I'm like, okay, and then Dodger came up with, like, oh, what about a camping theme? And then I'm like, oh my god, that fits everything I do. Escape from the city, exactly. Just like that. Like, kind of escape from society, actually. I thought about calling my stream, like, because I can't Brownie, like, Brownie's, like, retreat or escape or something. It's translated to deer. Oh, really? Deer branding? If it's because you enjoy doing cool tricks and glitches in games and your sense of humor. Yeah, see? That works, like... yeah, I kind of get who you are reading your name, because, like, oh, well, you like Zelda, obviously, Wizrobe, and, like, yeah, you're like, playing around. Ayala is deer in Hebrew. I saw a store called Ayala or something in San Francisco, and I was, like, wondering where you got that name from, so I guess that's funny. Deer the deer. Yeah, and a Zelda fan, exactly. Oh, you always sat in the front in class, Fox? I always sat in the back, because I did not like interacting. What do you get from my name? Oh my god, I have trouble reading the last part of it. I've never tried. Erudite means, like, intelligent, though, right? Or something, like, or, like, studied or learned. So something like that, I think. A Fox in the Fedora is, I'll call out Fox for this. Fox's branding feels to me like all about adventure. Like, he's got that kind of, like, Indiana Jones look to him. And, like, I feel like we're gonna go on adventure together. That's kind of the feeling I get there. Exposed. Yeah, sorry if you didn't want me to call on you in the back, but I just did. Felt safer because you're such a nerd. Oh, erudite means intelligent, but ironically missed it. Oh, I get it now. I get it. That's funny. How's the Aladdin look exactly? Aladdin, Indiana Jones. Like, I get the feeling that, like, I'm going on, like, a classic, like, Disney cartoon adventure or something. Whenever I'm with him. And I think I kind of got it right. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Yeah, I always sat in the back because I didn't like being called. But I wasn't one of those nerds that, like, always talked to the teacher. I was just like, don't talk to me, I want to distract myself. And that's all. And also, the other way you can think about branding is finding other streamers that you inspire you and their own branding. So, like, you don't want to copy their branding per se, but you can kind of get inspiration from what they do. 100% on the booper. Yes, I'm glad. But you can see Fox's stream and, like, oh, I like adventure too. Like, that's really awesome. How can I, like, fit my stream around that, but, like, not be the exact same thing? Like, I'm not the only streamer out there with a camping theme. I'm not the only furry streamer out there with a camping theme. Actually, I think Song Redwood has a camping theme too. And I haven't talked to him about it. I hope he doesn't think I'm copying him, because I totally got the idea, like, separate from his stream. And he's an otter too. That's funny also. But there are ways to, like, have similar branding and, like, also make it a different feeling. Because my camping theme is, like, more about, like, an escape from the wilderness and, like, a way to, like, kind of have deep talks and, like, improve yourself and, you know, kind of like taking a break out of the day. That kind of thing. Adventure 2 battle. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can have a second adventure. Or, like, the Sonic adventure. And Zormic, yeah, that definitely seems like sci-fi fantasy to me. Sorry, I guess you just kind of gave me the answer there, but yeah. I guess so. So, that's that. escapes to the wilderness, attacked by bear. See, it's a protective feeling though, not like, because you could also go the camping route and like we're gonna go like adventure and like explore like different stuff in nature, and that's not quite like it's not bear attacks here. Like I assume it's gonna be a very safe campground. Chomping croc, yeah. I mean that event at first it definitely sounded sci-fi. Then I got to know you as a chomping croc. Well, once you have a brand, you can drive that home and like really create stuff that represents your brand. You can modify your dialogue about your brand. You can make layouts that represent your brand, like I did. Like I have the campfire over in the bottom left corner. Make your alert sounds, like Diva's got the like 80s retro branding. Like noodles. Yeah, exactly. You can brand yourself around noodles if you wanted to. You can like make your layout a bowl of noodles if you really wanted to. And like people will come and like, oh my god, this is the streamer who is playing in like a bowl of noodles, and like that sounds fantastic. I want to be immersed in the noodles. But like I'll tell people like, welcome to Camp Brownie, and like it kind of makes them feel like they're like part of a campground now. Nom. And promotional materials. So I don't know if you noticed, I have a couple like promotional materials that I use. So I like, for example, when I had my branding down, like I went ahead and designed this thing in like a weekly activities, and like it's kind of like got this like parchment paper stain to it. It's like a kind of like an activity schedule for a camp. Like, okay, this is what's gonna happen if you want to come to the camp on these days. You get this thing. Give them noodles, yes. And you kind of like theme all your activities around like, okay, in this kind of branding we're doing this thing, and, or this kind of like activity it's like kind of like we're doing this thing. But even though they're really like just coming to like an internet live stream, and you want it to be like more than that. And then like I kind of make my weekly schedules like a sort of similar thing there. So after you have a brand, you can definitely try to make everything you do reflect that, because that just makes them feel more like they're kind of a part of a brand or something like that. Nom the snoots. Yes. Okay, so going on for branding. So let's talk about streaming etiquette. So this is something that's important, and it's not something that people are gonna figure out their first time at all. And if you've ever violated one of these, like, don't worry. Like, I'm sure we all have. So do's and don'ts. Do ask open-ended questions to encourage conversation. So, for example, I have a question of the day every day that is meant to kind of have an icebreaker for people to enter into the stream, and, like, I can ask them something. If there's ever a time when, like, I'm feeling lost for discussion, like, I can reference the question of the day and, like, get my answer to it, like ask people like what their answer is to it, like talk about that. And that's really cool. Like you can just kind of ask things and like what do you think about this? You can go in a game and like see or ask them like what they think about the music. If the music's really cool, ask them what they think about like the landscape, the scenery, negative about the heartbreaking ending of Endgame. So you can be satirically negative too, but we'll get to that. What you shouldn't do to encourage conversation is call out lurkers or try to get them to talk. Yes, you can like, I can click on this like chat thing and see who's in my stream. But no, I shouldn't say like, oh, someone's like, I'm not going to go any names because I would be violating my own rules. But I'm not going to go and say like, oh, like this person in my stream, like, come on, talk to me. Like some people are just there to lurk, and that's going to make them feel uncomfortable if... Oh yeah, Kappa. Well, let's say Kappa's lurking. Okay, Kappa, like, what are your thoughts on this thing? I see you in there. Like, I'm gonna get freaked out if I'm just in there to lurk and, like, just have some background noise. Like, don't talk to me. Because the thing about streaming as opposed to, like, other social interaction is that it's a little bit safer in that you can, like, as an introvert, I love it. Like, I can interact as much as I want. I can interact none if I have to and just sit there and, experience the stream. And if someone's trying to beg me to talk, then I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. Like, this is not what I came here for, and I'm gonna leave now. So I would not recommend doing that, even though you can see, yeah, introverts unite, exactly. Like, there are extroverts on Twitch, but like Twitch is definitely a platform that has a lot of benefits to introverts. And and me included. So, yeah, you don't want to like break their barrier of introversion if they're choosing to do that. Like there are sometimes I'll watch my favorite streamers, the streamers I interact with, and I don't feel like talking at all, and that's like totally okay. I'm still supporting them with like a view. No introverts unite because they're introverts. Yes, exactly. That's true. Another do is to remind viewers of the ways they can support your channel and celebrate any support that is given. Someone mentioned professional lurkers. Exactly, like is lurking, and he's enjoying it, I know. Like, he's just there to have a good time and tops in every now and then. That's okay. Yeah. So remind viewers, like, I mean, there are definitely like ways to support the channel and like subs, you know, bits, donations, whatever. You can remind viewers of the way they can do that. If like people are asking like, oh, well, I really love your stuff. How can I support you? And you definitely don't want to like pretend that it doesn't exist or like be really shy about like supporting or whatever. But still, how you change your sprite in the screen, it's down below in the panels. Go to the stream avatars window. Should see right there. Yeah, the mod that strikes from the shadows. Yeah, especially if you're a mod, like you can just sit there and like see anything bad and go for it. Like mods like that are awesome. And if anybody supports you, like this is one of the best ways to encourage people to subscribe to their channel, is to like make them feel like they're a part of something. Like I literally just started last night, like every time someone subs, let's spam Brownie Sundays in the chat, like give them like a nice dessert for subbing, or like celebrate their sub anniversary with a sundae. Lurk mods are best mods. Yes, I mean the ones that talk are nice too, but like all mods are good. Generally, I love all the mods here. So yeah, I mean, obviously like people are looking for like money and follows and stuff to like put back into the channel, but there's a healthy way to do that. What you should not do is beg for follows, subs, or bits. Don't like ask new viewers to follow the channel. Like I'll say like if you like what you're doing, you can drop a follow. How do you mod? Well, as a streamer, I can do like /mod someone or I can click on their name and mod them. And I will typically mod to people that have been like around for a while and I really trust them. Whether they like it or not sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Not that. Not that faux viper. But don't beg for follows. Yeah. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave a follow. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you like what you see. It's not, why have you not left a follow yet? Like, it's fine. If you don't want to follow, you don't want to get notified, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to take offense to that. Don't trust me, Fenix are not trustworthy. I don't know. Those big ears hear everything, though. There's that, at least. And don't beg for subs or bits, obviously. Like, begging for money is generally bad in any capacity. I mean, obviously, people will do it on the street. But, like, you're a streamer and people don't want to feel like they're being used just for their money. It's what the notification bell is for. Wait, what do you mean? Okay, another thing is, raid etiquette. When you get raided, about not wanting to be notified. Oh, yeah, that's true. You can turn off notifications. But still, you might not want to see someone in your feed because you're not, like, ready for it yet. There are people that use their follows. Like, I follow people when I want to catch their streams. So I'll follow someone without ever seeing their stream. But there are some people that, like, follow for only the streams they really want to see. And it takes, like, a couple times for them to go, like, do that follow. Thank you, Indie Alpaca, for that bit. Here's Jess coughing from Arizona. Scares to Australia. Aw, it's just okay. But yeah, people, I don't know, people follow for their own reasons. You don't have to. How many gift subs for mod? If you pay for my rent for the rest of my life, maybe. Oh, nice, Indie Alpaca. Gotta stretch it out. Jess was streaming, but he fell asleep while watching him. I heard his like schedule is messed up now, because he's been streaming like weird hours than he normally does. When you get raided, so what you want to do is people just come, a large group of people, well, any group of people just came into your stream. Yeah, exactly. It's what YouTubers do too. It's like if you like my content, don't forget to click that like button, subscribe, and that kind of thing. Except don't say subscribe on Twitch, because it's like, well, if you really want to support me, you can. But I'm not gonna beg for that. TC Snowkit, thank you for that 5 bits. But when you get rated, so a bunch of people came in your stream. Oh my god, Pride biddies too. Wait, why is it not showing up? Oh, there we go.
Have some pride biddies. Fiend love, fiend love, fiend love.
Fiend love, fiend love.
AD biddies.
You're Kirby now. Very nice, very nice. So when you get rated, shout out and thank the raider. Obviously, like, they chose to send their viewers to you, and that should be thanked. And then you get new viewers, so you gotta explain to them, like, okay, this is what I do. Because what you want to do is, like, people generally leave very quickly after a raid, because they just finished watching their favorite streamer, and they're gonna go off and do whatever their other thing is. And you shouldn't feel bad that people leave quickly after a raid. Like, that's just gonna happen. I consider it like a success if I get raided and like 1 or 2 people stick around and like talk with me. And I'm not gonna get mad even if that doesn't happen. Give me your Prime sub, yes! It's all mine. Explain to influx of new viewers what your channel is about. So in case they want to stick around, I tell them like, hey, I do cooking. Like, I'm not cooking right now, but if you want to see cooking streams, like, hey, I do that. And yeah, can't expect everyone to say exactly. Ooh, Slime Rancher pins. That sounds nice. Yeah, but you can't expect everyone to stay, because they just finished watching their favorite streamer and they might be ready to go do whatever is on their day. And, like, that happens to me too. Like, you gotta figure out all this stuff, like, as a streamer, like, what you do when you're watching streams. And that means you should be watching streams too, and, like, understanding, like, how your behavior is. You got 75 bits from watching an ad? Dang, I only ever get, like, 5 or 10. Let's see. Do respond to everyone in chat as much as you can. Obviously, like, there are times when chat's gonna be, like, going, like, a mile a minute, especially if you're, like, a bigger streamer. And then you're not gonna be able to. You saw an ads will give you 75 to 125. Dang. Yeah, it's exactly like I said. If I get 1 or 2 people staying, I'm like, yes, like, that is a success. Like, I got like a new fan from that raid, basically. Physical copy of the Slimepedia. I didn't know they had one. That's awesome. They had a new update too recently, didn't they? What was in that new update? Definitely respond to everyone in chat. Like, it helps even if you say their names. And I'm really bad at this. I will not say people's names very much. Unless I'm trying to, like, make it confusing. But people like hearing their name said. But it, like, makes them feel welcome. Like, they want to be part of something. And if they're saying something in chat, they definitely want to be acknowledged, not only by the other chat members. Like a. Yes, exactly. Notice me, senpai. Fangamer has a lot of video game merchandise. Ooh, is that where the Slimepedia is? Lick a pause. People call you that though, right? Sometimes.
Notice me if I unfollow Kipo.
I noticed you, Faux Viper. Don't unfollow, please. So definitely, like, everyone in chat, like, as much as you can, respond to them. Even if, like, what they say is just a hi, like, say hi and how are you doing? Or something. Like, find something to say to everybody, because, like, everybody needs to be able to feel important in your streams. Obviously, don't ignore anyone. Or, but, like, if chat's going a mile a minute, or, like, people are talking to each other, like, you don't have to respond to, like, every single thing they say to each other. And obviously, if it's not directed to you, like, if it takes excessive time away from what you're doing, then you can say, like, okay, we can talk about this later if it's directed to you. Or if it's not directed to you, like, you can just let them go on their conversation. Like, that's totally fine. But I've been in streams where I felt ignored before, and, like, I feel really bad about that. Don't beg for people not to unfollow. Yeah, if they unfollow, they unfollow. That's totally fine. I think someone unfollowed me, like, as soon as I went live, and, like, I'm like, okay, that's okay. Like, you're allowed to do that. It's free. Or someone got banned. One or the other. So don't ignore everyone. Give more attention to some. There are people also. You can post a link, sure, no problem, erudite. Or give more attention to some than others. People, I'm not gonna like it if, like, I come into a stream, I'm new, I want to be, like, engaged in the stream, and someone's, like, talking to their regulars or their subs more than me. Like, don't play favorites in terms of like who you talk to. You don't get notifications when you follow somebody. Wait, no, well, you can follow someone and not get notifications. You can turn that off. Oh, no wonder you haven't. Yeah, you can turn it on if you want to. Yeah, Fox was just sitting in the back. No worries. No worries. But yeah, the most important thing is to like not make people feel like they're not important in the stream, because you want all your viewers to feel important. And if you're doing this for the right reason, you want a place where like everyone can feel like they belong. Like that's one of the things that I base my stream on, is like I want everyone to feel like they belong here, and like they're an important part of this experience. And that's really important. Is having them feel like they're a part of something. After you feel, oh, it gives the option of, hey, do you want to be notified? Okay, that's not how it works for me, but interesting. And then the last bit of do's is use push to talk during co-streams. Yes, someone mentioned that earlier. But yeah, I think it was Faux Viper. Like, some people like say everything on their streams, and if you have, like, it's not that bad for like 2 people streaming, but if you have people like responding to people in their own chat, like over the mic to like another person's stream, it's really jarring. So if you can like turn off conversations between your chat, you'll kiss me. What, Yezelin? What? Yeah, if you have the means to like mute yourself when you're talking to your own streams, please do it. Like, your co-streamers will thank you. You don't always trust the app to notify. Yeah, you can also join Discord servers to like know that. And I have like a special role of mine where I tag people to like let them know, hey, I'm going live. And yeah, like the Twitch notifications can be a little bit unreliable, to say the least. Like, I didn't get notified sometimes when one of my favorite streamers was on, and I was kind of mad about that. And other people didn't go notified when I was on. So sometimes there are like more reliable ways, like Twitter or Discord, to find out when someone is live. But you don't want to like let the people know that you're live that don't want to know, or don't want to be notified, because that gets annoying. Oh my god, I got kissed. A kiss where? On the lips? On the cheek? On the snoot? What was I saying? Oh yeah, like, I was using @everyone, which is like fine in Discord for a while, but I figured like some people don't want to be like added every time, so I made a special role for being notified when I go live. My phone's Discord set to people's Discord going live. Oh yeah, there you go. Some people do want to be notified, and some people don't. And I was like, okay, you can always turn off @everyone for the channel if you don't want to be notified. But then like, so now I have a separation between like important announcements and like just going live, because I don't want to like tag people like all the time. But if you want to be tagged all the time, then now there's a role for that. On the butt. Aw, snoot. Nice. And I got boot by Zormic. Nice. Yeah, there is a Discord. Exactly. Ooh, a Rainbow Tars slime pin. That sounds cool. Wait, are there really Rainbow Tars? Wow, I've not played that game enough. Don't leave long periods of silence. And we're going to talk about that in a second. But you don't want people to like come into a... So, when people come into a stream, people might be there for like 5 seconds, like browsing. And you don't want them to just go and like see you just not saying anything about the game and just playing the game, and then they'll just go on their merry way because all you're doing is playing the game. Yeah, and like, I've done this before, other people have done this before. But you gotta, it's really hard, but you gotta like always be talking about something, I think. It's okay if you have like little breaks when you're like really focused on a game, but in general, like, if no one's talking, that doesn't mean you should stop talking. Too hard for Fennec to stay quiet. Yeah, if you're a Fennec, it's plenty easy. Plenty easy. Other things you should not do. Don't do lurk for lurk or follow for follow. Maybe that's why you average 0 viewers. DJ Wolfshe, welcome. How's it going? There could be a lot of reasons, and we'll get to a stream evaluation system and like figure out what's going on if you're in the mood of like, my stream's not growing and I don't know why. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. So look for lurk or follow for follow. Don't do those things. I mean, they'll make you get affiliate, I guess, or make you get like a large follower number. But then what does that follower number really mean? It's a bunch of people that like don't care about your stream. A bunch of lurkers that don't care about your stream. You won't get partner off of that because Twitch like specifically looks like, even if you have the 75 viewer average, Twitch will go like actually look at your channel, see like if you're like actually building a community, and if just a bunch of like people that are there for lurk, then you're not gonna get partner. Like what's the point of even doing it? So I would not recommend doing that. If you really want to, then like it's your thing. Yeah, there are channels like where people are just like follow for follow, and it's so funny. Like they think they're gonna get big doing that, and they're not. You need batteries for what? Also, don't be excessively negative about anything. Again, it's cool if it's like you're like satirically negative and that's like your thing. Some people do build their brand off of like being angry about stuff and being negative about stuff, and that's fine. But it has to be like on brand. Oh my god, meatball sub for meatball sub, please. Please. Oh, for Xbox controller. Oh man, wired controller master race though. But don't be excessively negative. Don't like talk down people in your chat. Like if you don't like someone in your chat, don't like tell that to them. Like not only will the person in your chat be upset, but the people in your stream will probably be uncomfortable too. Yeah, channels that get 70 to 100 views. Yeah, so Twitch doesn't count viewers that come from like hosts or raids anymore for partner. That's why we say like remove that raid reference if you want your view to count, is because they won't count that view anyway. So if it's like a host, then yeah, Twitch is cracking down on basically the easy ways to get partner, I guess. I mean, one of those angry gamers IRL are amazing people 99% of the time. Yeah, exactly. Interrogates your pitbull puppy. Coco, why are you following Brownie? Yeah, don't bully people into following you. Exactly. Exactly. That's interesting that they're amazing people, though. I guess they're just really smart in terms of their business plan, because you can get popular by being, like, really mad at games. It's not recommended, but I guess, you kind of can. So don't be excessively negative about stuff, because people don't want to feel uncomfortable. People usually come to streams, unless that's what you build your brand on, people come to streams for a positive experience and to feel better about their lives. Because they might have a crappy day. You don't want to see, like, people just being negative and stuff. Hey! Oh my god! Frederick, oh Fox, thank you for the bits. Kibaru, thank you for the gifted sub to Pup Time. Holy cow. Thank you so much. And now Pup Time can use my emote, so that's really significant and really important. Refs are good, depends on your stuffs. If you do a battle royale game, you turbo garble and just wait. What do raid refs do about that though? I'm a little confused. Bring the memes. So Pup Time uses my emotes when Pup Time is a sub. So thank you Kibaru for doing that. Anyways, let's go on from there. 2 convos. Okay. It's like raid refs, I get it because they don't want people to get partnered, but like just being raided by people with like 1,000 viewers, people actually have to been trying to do open-ended conversations. Yeah, it is Chipsel. This is a Pretzel Rocks playlist, I think. Yeah, no problem. I'm doing it so this VOD didn't get muted. Oh, they did the soundtrack for Dicey Dungeons. That's pretty cool. They also did some music in Super Hexagon, I think. Stream with somebody got relative. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like that's not what you want to do if you're streaming. You don't want to like talk down on other streamers, especially. If you don't like someone, then just keep that to yourself. Like you don't want people to get uncomfortable in your chat, basically. Even the people that like do agree with you might get uncomfortable if you're being like excessively negative. Okay, let's talk about like more like speaking skills, like what you do when you're streaming. Okay, I'll definitely give Dicey Dungeons a look. I'm actually getting really into roguelikes lately. Yeah, Super Hexagon is definitely a super addicting game. Okay, so speaking skills. Yeah, you don't want to say I hate X Screamer, even if your chat agrees. Like, don't. Also by Terry Kavanagh. Oh, yay! And the V game. Always try to keep the stream momentum moving forwards. You don't want people to feel like, oh, things are like winding down, or like this is a dead moment and like I'm just gonna go and take my leave now and that's it. Like, and people that come in, like if the stream's like kind of like on a dead point, like they don't want to be like, oh well, I guess there's nothing going on here. So never leaving a significant conversation gap. We also talked about in the previous slide. But it's understandable if you're quiet and you're trying to like focus on a tough part of a game. But make sure to, like, after you're done with that part, to react to it. Because I will have parts where, like, I don't talk because I want to get through a level. And chat's telling me to not talk too because, like, chat wants to see me get through the level. And people have to tell me to, like, not look at chat while I'm playing games sometimes. It's a little ridiculous. But yeah, don't leave a significant conversation gap. Always keep things moving, keep things flowing, keep the discussion going. That's really important. And it's one of the reasons why streaming is so hard. Is people think this is easy, and no, like, having to keep a conversation moving by yourself, not by yourself always. Sometimes you have chat, but like that is super duper hard. And if you're having trouble with coming up with things, and play a game, well, not always. They're just chatting streams, but you have to be able to, like, keep the conversation going if you're gonna focus more on chatting. Like when I did, I mean, this is a just chatting stream technically, but like I also did just chatting stream where I made tier lists. Like I was still doing something. Oh, this is from Crypt of the Necrodancer. Nice. It's hard to stream when you're doing all the social stuff while playing a video game. Yeah, it's definitely like having that balance between like the chatting and like what you're doing. Yeah, it's like really hard to focus on the game sometimes if chat's like really interesting and people like tell me, oh, play the game, and I want to strike a good balance. It's really hard. Yeah, streaming is great for people who have a hard time socializing. You wouldn't know it from how much I'm talking now, but I don't talk that much in real life. Said you think getting partners is easy and started berating people complaining about it, and chat turned on them. Yeah, there you go. And they're probably all left after that. Yeah, hard during speedrunning, definitely. There's a guy, Ennop, who's like the Majora's Mask Pro speedrunner. I don't know how he does this. Like every time during the Song of Healing, he like goes and plays it on piano along with it, and that's like a really cool touch if you can do something like that. Yeah, getting partners is super not easy, but it's a little bit different, and I've gotten better at it. Is like trying to like manage a conversation all on my own. It's a little bit easier actually for me than like in-person conversations now, because I feel like I'm in control of things. Like in-person conversations, they can go down a trajectory where I have nothing to say, but I can always keep it like going the right way. So but there will be times, and yes, I have these times too, when you're having trouble coming up with stuff. So there's some strategies you can try. You can pick some element of what you're doing, like you see the scene in a video game. Like say you're playing like a Sonic game and you're at like the casino level. You can talk about like your real life experiences in a casino or something, which a lot of us who've been to like conventions and casinos have been to before. Paragamer's entire collections of video game merchandise. Oh, pretty major games on there too. Ooh, nice. I love how they have indie stuff. That's actually super cool to me when like a small developer gets herself made in the merchandise. I love that. I mean, Undertale is definitely popular enough to have merchandise, but yeah. You can also talk about your day. And if you go out and do interesting things in your life, this is why you should not be like sitting at home streaming like all the time. Like you go out and you like you can go on like a nature walk, and then you can go talk about your nature walk on stream. You can get those experiences in real life that you can talk about on stream. And this is something that I've been having trouble doing too, because like I don't go outside that much or like hang out with people IRL that much, and so I don't have like those real life experiences to talk about on stream. Thank you for the bits, Frederick. Appreciate that. Yeah, it makes you more relatable. Exactly. Like you can talk about like, oh, I went to this like awesome restaurant and like had this awesome food. Like that's what I do a lot. People love talking about food. So that's going into the other segment. You can write down your discussion topics ahead of time, and this is a little bit of a difficult thing because it's not always going to be relatable to whatever you're streaming. So quantum mechanical entanglement and superposition. Yeah, exactly. If you're like me in Chicago, we don't have nature. Yeah, you can talk about like your favorite big metal buildings. Food. Yes, food is great. I'm actually getting hungry myself. So you can write down discussion topics. For example, like pancakes versus waffles is one I think I heard about on the Curly Crew video about like how to like retain viewers. Is people love debating about stuff about food. It's like pancakes versus waffles. You can always get a discussion going about that. Or muffins versus cupcakes, or or pasta versus pizza. I don't even know. But there's more stuff than that. You can find things that like you really know a lot about and you really like you're really knowledgeable about, and you can like focus on talking about those things. Pancakes versus muffins, pineapples and pizza, yay, definitely. People that usually do, yeah, it's a very healthy debate and discussion topic, because if you don't like it, well, you're just gonna keep eating your own thing. Chicago traffic's bad. Oh no, Bay Area traffic's bad too. I think pineapple goes on everything, but that's just me. Other things that people like talking about. Well, if there's something that you're really knowledgeable about too, that can become part of your branding. Like I know a streamer that focuses mostly on neuroscience, because that's what they know about, and they can talk about that while they're playing some other game. Most of the topics are advanced science or adult stuff. That's fair. Yeah, it has to be something that like everyone can relate to too. Like I try not to go in tangents about like a cartoon that like people in chat might not have watched, because then they'll feel left out, and we don't really want that. Do you hear pineapples and pizza? Heck yeah. 2 hours. Dang, that's a lot of time. Like Shore is the worst. Wait for Chicago. So you can write down discussion topics ahead of time, or just keep like a mental short list. You could even like, oh my god, I love the bread anime. It's great. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that excessively on stream because people haven't seen it. Or if I talk about it, I'm going to talk about it like you know nothing about it. Sweet goes well with pizza. Tomatoes are sweet. Yeah, right? Erudite, right? I mean, there are channels that build their branding off of like having like really adult conversations, but if you're not used to that, then oh, what is animated bread? It's called we're gonna go on a tangent here. Ready? Yakitate Japan. Please watch this. This anime is awesome. Yeah, it's so good. If you like Food Wars or like baking in general, go watch this anime. Anyways, back to the presentation. Tomatoes are horrors created by an eldritch god, but then you just don't like pizza in general. All two people. Me. Wait, what? Okay, so you can even like pin something to the wall. Like if you're stuck, talk about these things, and then you'll like remember if you're stuck. You're here and queer. Yes, you are here and queer. So keep chat feeling like part of the experience, even if they're lurking. Like part of the reason people come to Twitch is they want to feel like they're part of something. Why is Pretzel Rocks not going? Does it sometimes? Okay. People want to feel like they're part of something, especially on Twitch. Not so much on YouTube. Like they're okay with just enjoying the content from their creator on YouTube. But even if they're lurking, you want them to feel like they're part of something. So you want to like let them into your brain, basically. Not literally. Tomatoes are good and things, but not good on their own. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. They're mostly a pair with other things, kind of fruit. What is that, Kibaru? Mom's like, tomatoes taste so good. They're just bad tomatoes. I mean, apparently heirloom tomatoes really good. You literally want people in your brain, like the cartoons, like when they go on your brain, like turn the strings and like control your arms. I don't think you want that, but maybe that could be your thing. I don't know. So keep chat feeling like they're part of the experience. Get them to like let them into your head. Let them know your thoughts and everything you're doing. Like if I'm playing a game, I'll tell them like, okay, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm gonna try to do. Almost there. Oh no. So it's like a stream of consciousness thing, and if you've never done a stream of consciousness before, you should totally try it. Yes, be the Remy. That would make me make much better stuff actually. But yeah, so what you should do if you're new to this is grab a piece of paper and like for a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever, write down every single thing that comes into your mind, or talk about every single thing that comes into your mind, and like just practice doing that. Talk about like what's going on. So let them know like they have to feel like connected to you basically, and that the best way to do that is like letting them know what's going on in your head. You can ask questions about what the chat talks about. Curious streamers are the best streamers. So I found this guy. He's not in here. He might be in here because he has like this thing that like He sometimes is like one of those bots in one of the streams, but it's this partnered streamer called Zane Kyber. I watched his Just Chatting stream once, and I learned a lot from it. I felt like I was watching the BuzzFeed of streaming, because what he was doing was he kept coming up with topics. I don't know if he had like a news blog up or what, but he just kept saying like, oh, like, I don't know, like, fennec foxes, what about them? Like, is anybody here an expert on fennec foxes? Like, and then people would chime in like, oh, I know so many things about fennec foxes. They're so loud. What is my opinion on sour candies? They're alright. They're pretty good, actually. They need to have, like, some sweetness to them. They shouldn't be, like, extremely sour. I don't know what I thought about fennec foxes. Wait, doesn't fit TOS. Wait, what do you mean? So yeah, like, if there's something that you come about that you don't know, like, ask chat about it. People love to be the expert on stuff. Not loud, just vocal. See, there you go. Someone's an expert on fennecs. Fennecs go, ah! Yes. What is the deal with fennec foxes? Or airline food, yes. Exactly. Like, if someone talks about something and you don't know what it is, ask them about it. Like, let them explain it. And then you can kind of learn things too, so it kind of plays hand in hand. And then, Avatar's going crazy? What do you mean? Whoa, yeah, the Kirby dance. Nice. Topics that come to your mind. Oh, right. The top... yeah, try to avoid those ones. But I guess maybe do a filter stream of consciousness or practice that. Small talk does help new chat members ease in to things. Like if someone comes into my stream, you've seen it multiple times today. I've asked them how they're doing, and like what they're up to. Like they need something to ease in. I hate small talk though. I don't know about you guys. I hate small talk. I want to get straight to the deep stuff. But I know that if I go straight to the deep stuff, they're going to be so lost when they come in. Looking for something kind of wild. Ooh, Yoshi's Island ROM hacks. There's probably a good amount of those. But yeah, you have to get used to small talk, because even if you don't like it, it's like a bridge to the deeper stuff. The really real meat, it's like the appetizer. Like you have to whet their appetite and get them really into the deep chat, I guess. And also remember to react and show emotion. Like, practice having inflection in your voice. I know I'm not good at it. I talk in monotone a lot in like my normal speaking voice. But I'll like shout and stuff at games, or like get really upset when something happens, or like get really happy when I beat something. And you want people to like be able to connect emotionally with you. So remember to show that emotion, because that'll help a lot. Okay, so in terms of like how to grow, so like somebody hacked your account. Oh no. Yeah, a few streamers, like, some people have met me like real life or talked to me off stream, and they're like, you talk so monotone. And like, I kind of do. And I kind of talk differently when I'm on stream. But it's kind of a skill that you gotta learn. Oh, I'm sorry about that, TC Snowkit. Really, that's rough. But how to grow. So networking is important. We talked about that. Find content creators that are similar to you. Like, if they have the same vibe. I'll use a voice changer. Oh yeah, Chio uses that. I love that. Like, or Diffuse has like the echo thing when he shouts people out at the beginning. Like, stuff like that can be really unique. If you can't like actually change your voice that much, then a voice changer might work for you. Content creators similar to you, but a little bit bigger. Get to know them and their communities. And not only will you learn like cool things about like how they stream from this if they're similar to you. Like, I'm starting to find myself the bigger streamers that have the same vibe I want to have. And some of those are not furry streamers, but that's okay. I can learn things from them. I can get to know their communities. And they might not come over always because I'm a furry, but they might. Appreciate that anyways. Like, it just depends. Like I'm saying, don't limit yourself on this. Find creators like a similar vibe. It doesn't have to be the same topics. Steroids. Yes, exactly. And also the other way you can grow is by not streaming on Twitch and doing stuff on other platforms. Twitch sucks for discovery. They're making it a little bit easier in that you can now sort from like lowest to highest viewers in different categories. But if you're just streaming, people are not going to discover you at all. Like, people think they're going to stream like 10 hours a day and get discovered. And that's just not going to happen. It's all about what you do outside of Twitch at first, or outside of your own streaming. like it helps to like rope in those people that then come into your stream. But getting people to come into your stream in the first place, oh yeah, borders work. You can use Twitter, you can use YouTube. If you already have a good following on Twitter, then you can leverage that. The other thing you can do is not streaming on Twitch and making like original content on YouTube, and then saying, hey, if you like this content, like you can interact with me more, and I do this Twitch stream, and if they like your content on YouTube, they'll probably want to see a lot more of you. Never search in Twitch for people. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'll just like look for people that are in streams that I already watch, or like see what they're hosting, or yeah, like I'll sometimes like go down and look at the viewers and people's streams and like see if they stream, and then see if they stream something that I want to watch, and then I'll follow them, and then get to know them later. Love how utterly yeah, you definitely want to turn out two-factor for Twitch. Do I play Minecraft or GTA 5? No, for either. I'm actually interested in doing some Minecraft stuff though. Maybe running a community server. We were talking about that last night though. Won't you allow you to set up two-factor? Oh no. That seems wrong. Maybe you should contact support about that. Hopefully they would have something. So a better investment in streaming can actually be making content for YouTube. Like, start like a gaming channel, talk about like your favorite games and stuff, your favorite stuff in games, and then YouTube actually has better discovery. Like they'll show you like recommended channels based on what you watch, and then you can maybe people will come and like want to see like more of your opinions of games, and they'll go watch you. And Twitter, on the other hand, can be used for stream highlights and promo information. Like, don't just use your Twitter to post when you're going live. Although posting when you're going live is fine on Twitter. Posting highlights is really cool because people see like a little clip of your stream. And I don't do this enough, but people see a little clip of your stream and like, oh, I want more of that. And then they'll come back to your stream. So do that. I also like have this thing where I post my schedules for each week with like little information, like, oh, and people might like retweet it, like, oh, this person's playing Slay the Spire, I want to go check them out. So that can help. Giving thanks for what happened? Wait, what do you mean by that? And also building a community is a good way to grow. Well, building a community can also be your purpose for streaming. So you want people to feel like they're part of something. One of the great ways to do that is to get to know your viewers outside of the streams. And this can be like by making a Discord and like talking to people that watch you. You can involve them in games, like community games. I do that a little bit myself. I think that's something that every streamer should try at least once. Even if you don't like playing games with other people on stream. Like you can just play Jackbox or something. Or like play golf with your friends. After a stream ends, people make a post about thanking. Oh, that, yeah. I don't do that too much anymore. I don't know. That's good. Like, definitely showing thanks is great. I don't do that much. Because I started like feeling bad when I watched other people like post like how many people like gave them stuff, and I didn't want to make other people feel like that. So mostly now I'll just do it when like something significant happens. But there's definitely merit to that, and don't just go with my feelings on that. Like, no, it's really nice. So you can get to know your viewers, ask them about stuff, basically like build this community, help them out too. And that all goes into itself, like building a community. You get people to stick around, feel like they're part of what you built up, and feel like not just like a viewer or not just like a number, like they're really important. Involve the community in games is important too, because then they, you know, if they want to interact with you a little bit more besides just watching you, then they can. You can also hold special events. Like, I try to say not recommend people do 24-hour streams, but if you want to do that, like, people can stick around to see you like try to make it out the whole time, or like, or I don't know. What are some special events you guys have seen on Twitch? Like, I've seen like subathons where like if people sub, like I play for like an hour long or a few minutes or like 30 minutes longer for every sub or something like that. I thought about doing that, but that seems like a little, I don't know, seems like a little like too monetization heavy. Retweet streamers that you like, or when you see treated them streaming. Aw, thank you, Fred. Yeah, and like if your viewers like really love you, then they'll want to help you grow. Like there's people that like I really want to get to partner because I love what they do and I think they deserve that. Area Day, what did you do? Yeah, 12-hour streams are like really, really taxed. 24-hour. I would recommend 12-hour if anything, because I just want people to get a healthy amount of sleep. Like, don't destroy yourself over streaming, please. I know it's a culture that like people like want to see streamers destroy themselves and like not sleep for whatever reason. I am best when I get enough sleep. Yeah, follower goals have been reached. Yeah, see, like, I have this follower goal right now where if I get 70-50, I do Beat Saber. Based on certain dates or reading. Yeah, I also did yeah, charity streams. There's that. I did one of those. Like, yeah, you can run special streams based on certain goals and like hype them up for that. Like, and then they get to celebrate with you, and that's really cool. It's like inviting them to a party. And it's not even like they're actually going to a party or getting anything, but they're like, it's basically in a party. Another good way to make sure you grow is have a regular schedule, so that viewers know when to find you, because otherwise it's just going to be like whenever they're around. They might be able to catch you, they might not. But if you have a regular schedule, that they will set aside time if they really love you to watch your streams. And my schedule's a little bit whack because it's a lot of times, but I post it every week on Twitter, and I have like a general schedule and then a more detailed schedule. Yeah, birthday and anniversary. I just did that last week too. So yeah, that's definitely really cool. And it can be hard to have a regular schedule. Area Day, what you doing? Full Viper's on fire. That happens a lot. I don't know exactly why. So it can be really hard to have a regular schedule, especially if you're busy with work and stuff. But try your best. Even if it's just like, I'm gonna be... what I used to do is, I'm gonna be live like this day and this day and this day. And that's not gonna say I'm only gonna stream these days, but you can count on me being there like these 3 nights. Before like I started not working as much. And then like people could always know they count on me being there then. Set aside time for that. Yeah, the anniversary for your first stream or being affiliate. Exactly. Like, people want to celebrate with you, definitely. And remember that growth is not linear. There will be stagnation. Diva has, I've talked about this with Diva, we have what we call the rule of 5s, which is like, it seems like people get like 5 average viewers at a time up. Like, sometimes like it'll just blow up, and sometimes you'll just like have the same amount of viewers and like followers for a while, and that's okay. Like, there will be stagnation. Growth is not linear. It sometimes depends on like random events happening, and don't get discouraged if you're not growing at any certain time, or if you're receding. Like, there are always things you can do. There are always things that we can help with. What you want to focus on is not the numbers, but building connections is really important. Like, every time, like, there will be streams when like nothing new happens. Like, I don't get any followers, I don't get any subs, I don't, like, viewer count's not significant, and like it's easy to get discouraged about that because like nothing in the numbers changed. But also you're building connections with the people that do come, like the regulars, and like involving them in your stuff. And recommendation, doing 24-hour streams, sleep more days prior, get lots of water, make a backup plan, stretch and take breaks. Exactly. Even when I did a 12-hour stream, I would like take breaks about like 10 minutes and like do a little walk around the block just to make sure I wasn't like sitting at the computer the whole time, because I don't think that's very healthy. So yeah, don't get upset if your growth is stagnating. It's not linear. Things will sometimes just explode with growth, and things sometimes will not, and that is okay. And I have trouble with that too. Trust me, it's hard. Okay, and I guess yeah, that's the end of this presentation material that I had. If anyone has any questions or anything else to add, we can go over that now, or I can go over the streaming merit badge and the feedback system. You think we can see I see you step in there, but yeah, that's thanks Diva, thanks. If anybody got questions, yeah, every 3 hours, yeah, there's stay hydrated bot or a command for get up snacks, drink water stuff. So sometimes you need to be reminded. Frederick, what's your question? Yeah, no problem. Thank you all for coming here. Arf, welcome, Silly Bear. Silly Bear says that freaking name. No problem. I'm happy to like help out. Just wait 5 days before your streamer degree. Actually, so it's the streaming merit badge. I have some assignments to do. So people might not like work, but let me get the link for this actually, and I'll post it in chat. I'm also gonna post a link to the presentation so you can see it afterwards in my Discord. Well, I can also. How many times do you stream on my designated days? I stream. So I stream once every day right now. At least that's my schedule, unless I say I'm taking a day off. So I stream every day. You don't have to stream every day. Nobody does. But that's just like what I like to do, so I can get all my stuff. But I have a pretty good track record of making streams, and I will apologize when I don't, and like let people know. I do at once every day, and like twice a day on Thursdays right now, because I do a cooking stream and then like a regular game stream in the evening. And that's a lot. That's 8 streams a week. And like I'm definitely getting a little burnt out. So that's why I have a break. Not why I have a break coming. My parents are coming for 4 days, and I'm going to show them around. And I figure I'm using that as a break for streaming, because I want to spend time with them as much as I can. For how long do I stream? I stream about an average of 3 hours at a time. I'm trying to get that like up a little bit more. I think you shouldn't stream for like less than an hour, because it takes time for people to come into your stream. I think the sweet spot is like a couple hours. You don't want to stream for too long either, unless you're like one of the people that can just go and go and go, which is not me. I think a few hours is good. And if you can only stream for 1 hour time, that's fine, but I think you should kind of like build up your stream stamina, so to speak. Because viewers do kind of build over time. Especially if you're trying to grow a following. You definitely need to be online a good amount, but also like just letting people know like when you stream, and streaming for a couple hours at a time at those different times is completely fine. So if you want to see the streaming merit badge requirements, I'll be posting this in the resources section of my Discord too. But I'll also post, here's the presentation also, if you want to see that. So, I have some questions for these. It's not too hard of questions, so if you're not a streamer, answer these as if you were a streamer. Question, why you watch Twitch streams, what are your motivations for streaming? So if you're not a streamer, just like pretend you are, because it's intended to help you as if you were a streamer. Some questions to find your brand, some branding, what content will support your brand, and then listing 3 similars that make similar content, or if you were to make content, list 3 streamers that like you'd be similar to them. Played a single game for 4 hours straight without even knowing. Dang, and sometimes streams go like that. Like sometimes I'm really into a game and I'm like, I did 4 hours of that. But sometimes I'm like one of those people that likes to like play a game for like a little bit and then stop, and that doesn't always be conducive to streaming. Yes, there is homework. So basically the way this works is, if you're a sub and you complete this stuff, I will give you a personalized badge. I'll like make a little doodle with it. Yeah, I figure that you can, yeah, it's like a streaming merit badge, sort of. But you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this at all. It's just if you want to. You get like a little special thing for me. Game for a little over an hour. Yeah, and you might be able to switch that up with like chatting or something. Hit a burnout because you're doing 5 streams a week on top of full time. Yeah, that's tough. That's really tough. And I understand too, because I did streaming while I was full time for a while and it was really hard. The next thing was designing 2 graphics to support that brand. And you can like draw the most crappy graphics ever. If they support your brand, that's totally fine. The thing that some of you might be interested in, even if you're not interested in doing this merit badge, is the stream review system that I'm going to kick off. So if you want to participate in the stream review process, there's a form here. So I'm going to spread this to the community too, and like spread this across the furry circles, the plant army circles, see what I can do. And I want to make this a regular thing, but we're going to give it a try. I think I'm going to say accept entries till like the end of this week on this. When you have a friend, you can go for longer. Okay, yeah, you might be like a co-streamer then in that case, if you want to do that kind of thing. Lowering it to 4 streams and only streaming when scheduled. Yeah, I'm glad that helped. So if you want to enter for a stream review, you can fill out this form that's linked to on the merit badge requirements. You just put in your Twitch name, say if you're a streamer or just a reviewer. If you're a streamer, I'll also ask you to review, because I don't want people to just enter to get reviewed. If you're a streamer, what kind of content? I use these questions to match people, like for reviewing, what content you like to watch, because I figure people are better at reviewing the kind of content they like more. Oh, welcome back, Yuki dear. And also like what times you stream, what times you're available to watch, and that's again so I can like match streamers with reviewers. And also as a reviewer, you can remain anonymous. If not, like I'll say, you know, this person reviewed your stream. You can contact them for any more comments. And then I have a document for like stream feedback questions, and it's rather long, but it's very thorough in terms of like letting people know like what your thoughts were on their stream. And I tried to choose questions on this that were not stuff that's gonna make anyone upset. Not saying like operating that opportunity to like diss on the stream, but like still like helpful advice. So I'll post the docs in this Discord and spread the word around about the stream review system. I really want it to take off, and I hope it will. If you're interested, then if you don't know where to find it, just message me on Twitch Whispers or like Twitter or whatever. But I'll be active in like Discords and Telegram groups and stuff with this kind of thing, because I want to get this kicked off, because I think a lot of times people don't know what the best way to improve their stream is. So I want to find a way to give people definite answers about that, whatever way is possible. And I hope this kicks off, and I think it could be a really nice thing for the community and help everyone grow as a streamer if they want to, or just contribute if they're just a reviewer. And yeah. What, silly bear? What? Oh, it's Diva. Yes, indeed. It is a diva. Okay, so that's all I have. If there's any other last questions, you can talk about them here, or message me anywhere else. But I hope this stuff helped. This is going to be the first in a series of Camp Brownie merit badge presentations. I'm going to do stuff on other topics in the future, like game development, like 3D modeling, like music, and anything else. I want to create a community where we can all grow together. Attacks my tail. Oh no. Oh no. So yeah, if you have any ideas for that, like let me know. You can figure out sometimes what I'm an expert with. Didn't say anything silly exactly. Let's go see who we should raid, because I think this is going to be end the stream for now. I will be on again in 6 hours playing Mario Maker if you're interested in that. Let's see. I don't know what I want to do. Drink too much silly juice? Yeah, Mario Maker this evening. So this is one of the days I'm doing 2 streams, and not normally because this is a little bit of a special stream. Let's see. I have 2 options. I'm like thinking about either a bigger streamer, Brownie Maker. Yeah, exactly. Don't ask the raid you in chat. That's not good etiquette. I didn't even go over that. Let me see. You know what? I don't know. I'm thinking about raiding Haven. I'm thinking about raiding Kazuma. There's a bigger Plant Army streamer that I'm thinking about raiding. I don't know what to do here. What do you guys want to see? Haven's been through a rough bit recently, so I'm considering raiding him. He's a wonderful guy. We might do that. Yeah, let's go give Haven a nice fat raid. All right. Here's the raid message if you're a sub. Here's the raid message if you're not a sub. He needs some extra love because he recently had a moment where he was thinking about quitting streaming, and that's I love him so much. Like, he definitely does not deserve what happened to him. No problem. If you want to lurk in a stream, that's fine. But let's help him out. He has also been really nice to my community with raids. So let's go show Haven some love. And I hope you all have a good hope you all have a good one. I'll be back later if you want to see me do some Mario Maker. But for now, I hope this was helpful. And bye everyone.
Brownie. Raiden with a party of 25. Brownie.
Nothing to build.
Oh my goodness.
We'll have to wait across.
Welcome everyone.
We're not
Welcome,
like
welcome
you,
raiders. Everyone throw your
If we
paws
go
up.
in there,
Bap them. Bap those raiders.
a drop
Give
of
them
water
some
in the
baps.
ocean is
Give them some
rarely seen
boops.
again.
I guess
Welcome
it's all
everyone.
up to me.
Brownie, thank you so very much. How
And
was
I
your
don't even
stream?
know what
What'd you
I'm
play?
doing here. I
Bap
don't
'em.
even know why this is all happening to me.
You're here for
Hi,
a
Silver, how are
reason,
you?
Henry. There's always a reason, even when you can't understand
Yay!
it. It's time. Set us free.
Oh, you're giving a presentation on streaming. Neat. That sounds like a neat idea. I'll have to watch your VOD. Doing great.